Alright guys, good morning, hope everyone is doing well today. So like the thumbnail suggests, I know I'm not Carol, but she will be here trading the Open today, and I'm gonna unleash the reins on her and let her trade the Open this morning, and so it should be fun. Stick around to the Open if you want to watch my wife Carol trade. We'll see how it goes. I think I'm gonna let her trade 100 shares, depending on the stock. I might make her trade. Give me some, if you guys have any suggestions on stocks that she should trade, let me know. I'm thinking about letting her trade cannabis stocks because they have a smaller range, especially like CRON or CGC, and she could take a few hundred shares maybe and see what happens. Maybe I'm wrong for this, but maybe I'm wrong for this, but yeah, we'll see what happens there, Let me know what you guys think. It should be a fun day. Alright, team. Carol has a beard. Yeah, man. She'll be here. She'll be here at the Open. She's trading the Open today, so she will be here. It's gonna be at the Open though. Oh man, I gotta get another haircut, man. It's too long. I'm not used to it being this long. But yeah, she will be here for sure. She's gonna be here. Usually she gets here close to the Open. She's gonna be here about 15. She's really gonna be here at about 8:15. And so if you guys are wondering when she's gonna be here, it's gonna be around 8:15 or so. Hey man, I bought into 3 stocks Tuesday of last week, and the stocks I bought aren't doing anything like I thought they would. Hey, just be patient. Sometimes it takes a little while, and maybe you bought the wrong stocks. I really don't know. Maybe you bought the wrong stocks though. Who knows? You know what I mean? But in the end, you'll be alright. In the end, it'll be alright. Alright guys, let's take a look at the market. Shall we? I think we shall. On the top of the list today, we got PTLA, which is either a 2-to-1 split or an acquisition. It looks more like it's probably going to be an acquisition here for PTLA. It could be a split. It's probably an acquisition of some sort. Gapping up from 770s to 1791. And I could go ahead and look up this catalyst for it. So it was an acquisition news. Alexion Pharmaceuticals said they were buying Portola, which is PTLA, for $18 a share. And so it's gapping up to roughly $18 is what we're seeing here. We also have GNPX ripping up here, gapping up from 230s to 350. So GNPX reported an exclusive global patent and technology license deal for combo of its TUSC2 gene therapy with immunotherapies. So they had a deal that was signed for GNPX. It's now gapping up from 231 all the way to 330s here. Let me know what the volume is like, team. I think the volume might be a little bit too loud, right? Let me know if that works, or what the volume is like, team. There we go. Alright guys, so we'll see what we get today. Oh, man. But yeah, GNPX is gapping up. We also have MVIS gapping up from 110 to 157. We have SGBX gapping up from 428 to 601. And we can look at this one just because it's super volatile. We can take a look at this one. It's SGBX. All right, so this is an offering of 3.8 million shares of common stock. Alright, so yeah, they're in a distribution agreement for COVID-19 test kits, and they also filed for a $3.8 million offering for SGBX. That's the catalyst for it. We'll see what happens, though. We also have TGTX here. TGTX. They announced positive top-line results from their Unity CCL Phase 3 study evaluating the combination of umbracilib and ublituximab, I hate biodrugs, of patients with chronic lymphocytic leukemia. Nailed that last part, though, you know. But yeah, they had positive top-line results from TGTX. It's a biotech company. So they had positive results for their biotech drug. We also have, I think we looked at this one already. We got ADVM, gapping up ADVM, and this is mostly just penny stock movers. We got AKBA gapping up from 860s to 1060s as well. They announced positive top-line results from their global Phase 3 program of their vadadustat for treatment of anemia due to chronic kidney disease in adult patients with dialysis for AKBA, so positive results for this one as well. We have CHGG here, which is Chegg.com. This one upgraded to an outperform. It had positive first quarter results that came out in after hours yesterday, and so it had good earnings, revenue that went up as well, and provided second quarter guidance. And with all of that news, CHGG is up from 43.79 to 51.35 for CHGG, and this is one I'll certainly watch today. We'll see. We got a few other ones here like VEMI. Or CEMI, I'm sorry. CEMI moving, which is Chimbio. And then we got like CHK, which is Chesapeake Energy. I've memorized some of these. We got W here, which is Wayfair.com, which is showing pretty strong movement. I'll definitely watch this one as well. It looks like this one came out with good first quarter revenue per active customer. It was $235 with an average order value of $235 versus $237. Revenue was $2.33 billion versus $1.94 billion a year ago. So that's why this is up. Is it had good revenue that was way better than last year, and not way better, but you know, noticeably better from last year for W. We'll see what happens with this one as well. We got PBF, we got Mer, and that's about it, guys. We got the overall market today, which is up beautifully. Look at this beautiful market today, guys. Look at this. Gapping up really nicely, moving up from 283.50s to 286.50s. It's a beautiful market day today. Channeling my inner Mr. Rogers. We can go over the ETF preview here as well. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and quote this, and this is from MT Newswires, and it says, quote, stock futures were pointing to an open in the positive territory as upbeat earning news helped lift market sentiment while investors mulled several new news releases from companies. In economic data news, the March data for international trade will be out at 8:30 with expectations for a deficit of 44 billion according to Econoday estimates compared with the prior deficit of 39.9 mil. We have Chegg, Luminex, which is LMNX, Rambus, which is MRBS, all traded higher in Monday's after-hour session after they reported strong financial results, while L Brands, which is Limited Brands, or LB, was in the spotlight after it said it was terminating its deal with private equity firm Sycamore Partners, which would have been the later take a majority stake in the lingerie brand Victoria's Secret. Major airlines Delta, UA, and American Airlines and Southwest were all trading higher in the pre-market session after investors and business tycoon Warren Buffett said over the weekend that Berkshire Hathaway has sold 10% of its previous stake in each of the airline companies, and Buffett is the majority stock owner of Berkshire Hathaway. And so I guess people are buying the dip, so to speak. And like I said, in economic data news, we're going to have the international trade March data that comes out at 8:30 with the expectations for a 44 bill deficit versus the prior of 39.9 bill. And the U.S. Service Purchasing Managers Index, which is the PMI, will be reported at 9:45 Eastern with forecasts for an April reading of 27, compared with the prior level of 39.8 for the PMI composite level, and expectations are for a 27.4 reading in that. And this is all quoting again from MT Newswires. To look into commodities really quick here, we could look at oil, and we can look at the U.S. Oil Fund, which is up about 3%. And oil overall, crude oil is up 10%. Natural gas is up 5%. The U.S. Natural Gas Fund is up 5.4%. Gold is down 0.4%. The Spider Gold Trust is down 0.4%. Silver is up 3%, and the iShares Silver Trust is up 0.2%. And so yeah, that's the market news, team. Hope y'all are doing well today. It's a beautiful day. Hey, it is Cinco de Mayo. Happy Cinco de Mayo to all my Mexican family. It's not clickbait. I mean, it says the thumbnail says Carol trades. It's not trading time yet. Carol's gonna be here. She's gonna trade the open. And so if you want to watch, if you came here to see Carol, which I'm assuming a large majority of you did, she's gonna be here in about 25 minutes. She'll be here. She'll be here at about 20 minutes before the bell, and she'll trade with us today. It'll be a fun day. But yeah, she'll be here 100%. Gotta sit back, but yeah, she'll be here. But yeah, guys, let me know if you have anything specific you want me to go look at until Carol gets here. What's up, Casey, my man Casey? What's up, dude? Alright, guys. But yeah, Carol will be here at about 9:15 market time. So she'll be here. We can look at some gap downs too. I didn't really look at any gap downs. I think the only thing gapping down, or at least the top one, is an inverse oil ETF, because oil is up so much. This inverse ETF is consequently down. I think this is an inverse ETF, right? DJZ, yeah, inverse, Credit Suisse, yeah. We got HTZ, Car Brand, gapping down some, but it's actually gapping back up a little bit. Hey, shout out to 14. Appreciate the sub, bro. Welcome, man. Hey. What's up, team? Remember, guys, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button if you haven't already. We do this live for free every single day. If you came here to watch my wife, which I'm assuming all of you did, hit the subscribe button. She'll be here for the bell. Like I said, the thumbnail says Carol trades, and she will be trading most of today. She'll be trading the open this morning. And like I said, if you guys have any suggestions over what stocks I should let her trade on my account, let me know. I'm thinking about letting her trade weed stocks, like cannabis stocks, like CGC, CRON. They have a relatively small range, and so they will they have a relatively small range, and so with that, they should I should be able to let her take a few hundred shares, and we'll see how that goes. But she'll be trading the open today. Wish her luck. She'll be here, and she'll be in my seat, and she'll be using my computer to trade my account and trade the open. So everybody wish her luck, because we're gonna need it. she doesn't know how to trade. She kind of knows. She understands how to take fades, which we might get today. But like I said, if you guys have any suggestions, tips, pointers for her, let me know. Yeah, I'm the opening act. I'm just the little warm-up, you know. That's right. Nah, dude, don't say that. Am I missing chat? I always gotta forget to put it on live chat. I have to put it on live chat, that way I can see everything. Yesterday I traded... What did I trade yesterday? Oh, I had a big trade on the airlines yesterday. Is what I did. I had a pretty solid trade on the airlines, I don't know, I ended up like a few $100. We're only here because she's prettier than you, bro. I know, man, listen, I get it, you know, but it's close. I'm almost as pretty as she is. But no, I'm just kidding, guys. But yeah, I know, that's understood. I'm not even gonna try to fight that. But like I said, you guys have any suggestions on, Carol's my wife, but yeah, she'll be here. In fact, I'm gonna go make sure she's getting ready, because I'll be right back. So hold it down, team. I'll be right back. I'm making sure she's getting ready. Alright, she's coming. I just made sure. She's already... She'll be here in a minute. But what's up, guys? Yeah, SPY is up today. Look at that bounce right at that previous closing price. So what's up, team? Yeah, Carol's biggest issue, guys, so like she'll be here, but her biggest problem when she trades is she gets really nervous. Like Carol you know, like with me when I trade, you know, I kind of let volume compensate for any inaccuracies that I have, right? Like I'll trade enough to where even though I'm down, I still trade enough where I usually can end the day green. You know what I mean? So it's like I can let a lot of volume, like my accuracy might be like 60-65%, but if I trade enough, then that accuracy rate goes to the top, you know, and helps me win every day, right? Carol's problem when she trades is that she wants to win every single trade, and if it's a losing trade, she gets really nervous and panicked and feels bad. And that comes with not trading very much. You know, she hasn't traded a ton. She doesn't know how to trade that well. And so when you learn, that's kind of how you are. You refuse to take losses. You don't have any risk management. You don't really, I mean, I guess Carol's risk management isn't bad because she doesn't want to lose at all. I know she lost like 10, 20 bucks and she was super upset the last time she did this. And so that's her biggest problem, and that's what we're going to work on today. She's got to be okay with losing. I'm going to let her take a few trades. Yeah. I'll tell you this, Jay. She will not be trading Tesla. She is not going to be trading Tesla at all, 100%. Not doing that. Yeah, she'll do well, man. Hey, thank you, Tony. I appreciate it. Yeah, I do really well, guys, with not being super emotional about my trades. Like, you guys know me. Like, I never get upset. Like, I almost never get upset, and I think that is something. Like, if I had pros and cons in trading, if I did anything really well, I think I do really well at not being super upset. Like, one thing that I think everybody should learn in trading is that you gotta be able to just laugh at yourself a little bit. And so usually when you see me take these huge losses, I just kind of poke fun at myself for that. You know what I mean? Like, usually when I take these big losses, I just kind of make fun of myself. And so with that, you know, I think that if I could teach Carol anything, it's to not care as much about short-term swings in your account. That over the long run, it'll even itself out, and if you're a good trader, you'll bring your account up. It might take a little while and it might be a process, but if you're a good enough trader, you know, the favorable probabilities will subsequently help you grow your account, you know, over the long term. Short term, you might face swings, you know, you might lose a little bit of money short term and you know, face some losses and take some losses, but long term, if you're using good risk reward ratios, if you're trading the right strategies, your account will consequently grow because of that, even if it takes short-term downswings, upswings, regardless of any of it. You know, you'll be fine as long as you're trading the right system, so to speak, which everybody is not doing, you know. One of the single biggest problems for new traders specifically is that new traders latch onto a losing strategy and they just get really, really stubborn to where they don't want to trade anything else. It's like they pick a losing strategy, and it might be a losing strategy because they're implementing it on the wrong stocks, or it might just be a terrible strategy to begin with on all stocks, right? Most of the time it's actually because they're trading the wrong stocks with that strategy. And that's an interesting dynamic that nobody really looks at as well, is that it's not just the strategy. The strategy might work, you just might be trading the wrong stocks under the wrong time frame at the wrong time of the day, right? And if that happens, it's going to lose. And so in order for a strategy to work, you really need to understand what stocks it works on, because it's not going to be universally accepted on all stocks. It's not just going to work with all the stocks in the stock market. No strategy does. And that's something that traders should understand as well. Watch, I'm going to say this weekend, some guru is going to put a video out about the same thing, you know. But yeah, I mean, that's the reality. Hey, good. He says, John, you trade like a robot, no emotions. Good. That's my goal, is to trade like a robot. I need to be a robot. Like I said, I don't think I'm a robot, because when I lose, I laugh at myself a little bit. And that honestly gets me in a better mood. Like, if I laugh, like, laughing subconsciously makes you feel better, you know. And so it's like, if you take a big loss, I laugh at myself, I subconsciously feel better, and then I can get back and focus and refresh and just do it, you know what I mean? And that's my little secret that I implement, is I just laugh at myself, guys. Especially if you run a YouTube like this, you gotta laugh at yourself, because trust me, everybody else is gonna be laughing at you too, you know. And so you gotta laugh at yourself. AUI, I'll take a look at it. Vilius, NRZ, I got you. I'll take a look at both of those. So I'm going to go over NRZ first, just because you were first. Hip Hop Anonymous. Yeah, this one's gapping up. I mean, it doesn't look terrible. It's gapping up from 606 to 679. Yeah, let's look up the catalyst behind this move here. So yeah, NRZ. So it took a first quarter loss of $1.6 billion. First quarter loss per share of $3.86. So yeah, this is first quarter results that came out. It had core earnings of $198.4 million, or 48 cents per diluted common share, and common dividend of $20.8 million, or 5 cents per common share. A book value of per common share of $10.71. $360.5 million of cash. And so yeah, this is the first quarter earnings for this one. And so yeah, I mean, they put out results, and they had a lot of cash in the company. So the reported earnings were 48 cents per share, which was better than what they expected, than the analysts' estimates of 17 cents per share, by 382%. So by over 350%, it was better by over 350%. The earnings were better than the expectations by a huge margin, basically, for NRZ, and that's why it's gapping up. I think we look at the long-term chart. I think the short-term resistance here is going to be the whole dollar of 7. I think that's going to be a pretty big resistance. I think we got a lot of confirmation there, and I think if this one rips up, it's pretty close to that now. And so with that, you know, this level right here, I'm a little bit off with it, so it'd actually be this level right here is what I would watch, see if it rips up over 7, and then on a short-term basis, you also have the pre-market high here at 685. If it breaks that, you could get a short-term push up, but you got to be very careful as well. I tend to prefer trading the pre-market high more so by waiting for the stock to push above that, and then pull back down and actually hold that level as support. That's what I usually wait for, instead of just getting in right at the pre-market high break. I usually would instead prefer to wait for it to hold that level as support first, because a lot of the time, if you jump in right when the stock breaks the pre-market high, it's gonna push up for like 10-15 cents, and then it's just gonna crash back down and fake everybody out. It's gonna get a big squeeze from everybody selling when it starts to drop, and it could really cause a loss. And so I think a safer way is to wait for it to hold as support and then getting in on that break, if that makes sense. But those are the levels I'd watch. If it drops down, maybe look at 650 for NRZ. Alright, we also got what else did somebody ask? APY. Alright, this one we have, let's see, we got this one. I don't like it as much. The volume's a lot lower. You know, it doesn't have as good as volume here. The volume's just not as good. And so it's not terrible. I mean, it's got a few 100,000 shares traded, but that's still pretty light volume relative to a lot of the other stocks we're looking at. We can look at the long-term chart. And I mean, it's relatively closely following the market. It follows the market relatively closely. But I think the interesting levels, this one has a much larger short-term range. I mean, it's a little bit more expensive, but like if we remove this study here, you know, I think the interesting close-up levels here are going to be 950. Depends on what the spread is like. It looks like the spread might be small. It also depends on what the float is for this one. If anybody knows the float, let me know. But that's gonna dictate what happens, I think. It looks like it's a pretty small float, honestly. But yeah, 950, the whole dollar of 10. I would just use half and whole dollars, and then you know, the whole dollar of 9. Like, these are the levels I would watch. These levels around here, but that's going to take up the whole daily range. And so instead, you could also like look at the close or the low from yesterday. You could look at this high of the day from yesterday at 910. There's a few levels you could use, but this one has lower volume. I'm just a little bit less interested in it, to be honest. All right, guys. Oh, also for APY, the other level I was going to talk about, I don't know if you have this level, and we actually have a script in Thinkorswim, a programming script that automatically documents the previous closing price, and so I think that is going to be an interesting level here at 890. You can see that's the previous close. That's where the stock essentially goes from red to green, and so with that said, I think that's going to be an influencing level on this stock. And so again, 890, so I'd look for a hold or break of that. If it breaks, you could get in for some momentum. If it holds, you could get in for a reversal. So yeah, that's what I think about that one. Like I said, do you guys have anything else specific you want me to look at? Let me know. Post it in the chat. I'll try to go over it. How do you check the float on TD Ameritrade? I don't know, man. I usually just use Google. Let me see. APY. I'll look it up. Hold on. I got you. If it's up here, if anybody sees it up here, I can look it up that way. And so it has a market cap of 702 million. Public float is 77.3 million. So it's relatively small. It's not super small, but it's not large either. I mean, it's honestly, I'll say this: it's actually pretty large relative to the price of the stock. What's the other one I wanted to look at? What's the other one? What was it? NRZ? What was it? NDZ? So the float's actually not that bad. Yeah, NRZ. I guess with the small float, the range is less. Yeah, I'm not showing anything for NRZ here. What's the float of NRZ? But yeah, it was about 77 million, I think. Alright, so I have the float for NRZ at 413 million, so it's almost half a billion in the float. Yeah, so it's a big float. So NRZ, well, it definitely, my logic was right in that APY is definitely a smaller float than NRZ. This one has half a billion in the float. But I like the way this one's moving more, to be honest. I wonder if it's tradable. I'll have to check. Are you gonna look at W? Ooh, I do like Wayfair, man. Let me look at Wayfair. Wayfair looks good. I'll take a look at Wayfair. Alright, so Wayfair reported a wider first quarter non-GAAP loss, but higher revenue, and active customers grew almost 30%, 69% year over year. And so a pretty solid first quarter result numbers that came out. And yeah, like I said, they grew by about 30%, a little bit under 30%. They had higher revenue, and their active customers grew solidly, but they did have a wider non-GAAP loss than expected. So that's the news for Wayfair. And if we're looking at the levels here, again, I like half and whole dollars. If you see me trade, a lot of the time I'm using these levels as levels that I can anticipate a rejection or a hold, for instance. And so I would have said this level here. If you call caught me a minute ago, but we have just broken over that level. And you can see it just broke over the pre-market high. The next level up here is 170. So right around here, see if it breaks that. We got this support level, we have this support level, and then we have like whole dollar supports. But looking at the long-term chart, look, we're breaking over that 170 level now. So this one is actually gapping up way up here. We are right here now. Alright, so if it breaks 170, guys, well, actually, so Wayfair actually just broke over the highs of the last year. So this is looking at the entire last year, and we just broke over the highs of the last year. We're up to 170.50 now, so this one's very strong at this point. And a big support level is the previous high of this last year. It's not the lifetime high, but you know, this level right here is 166.40 level. That's the previous high of the last year. And so with that said, we can look at a little bit longer term chart. Look at the weekly chart here. And so yeah, so the lifetime high of Wayfair.com is 173.72. And so I'm going to remove all of these levels, and I'm just going to look at those specific levels. Okay, so 166 was the previous high, which was I got to look at the last year, which was, I guess, right here. Right, but then there's also the lifetime high, which is up here at 173.72. which is right around here. So we break those levels. That's a huge level in this stock. And so, yeah, let me draw it a little bit better. This is it right here. I'm gonna extend that instead. I missed it. All right, 173.72. This level, these two levels, this is the high, this is the lifetime high, guys. And so look, so as I'm saying that, Wayfair is actually edging closer and closer to breaking the lifetime high. Like if it breaks this level, it's breaking lifetime highs. It's up there. And so those are the big levels, I think. You can see the resistance there at this 166 level, which was the previous lifetime high. And now we are edging close here. And so I think these are the most significant levels. If we eventually get drops, I mean, we can look at drops like down here. But you know, these are big levels, and after this there's not really any resistance above it because it's the lifetime high. And so interesting to see what happens here, guys. But yeah, I like this stock. I'll trade it if we get any type of action that looks good with it. This is the US market, global. Alright, I'm gonna go get Carol. Carol should be here soon, so I'll be right back. Carol should be here in about at least 5 minutes, so I'll be right back to you. Alright, Carol's gonna be here in like 2 minutes, 3 minutes, so she'll be here soon. But yeah, Wayfair looks good, guys. But yeah, like I said, so when Carol gets here, team, listen, she's gonna be here in like 2-3 minutes, alright? Laughing is carbonated happiness. I love it. But yeah, she's gonna be here in like 2 or 3 minutes. With that, there's a few things, right? When we're here, and if I'm trading, she's gonna trade the open. But after that, ask her questions. She likes when you guys ask her questions. It gives her something to do. It helps her feel less awkward. So ask her questions. You know, she loves the questions. She likes answering them and interacting with you all. And that's her favorite thing about this. As I'm saying this, look, Wayfair's starting to rip up over that lifetime high here. And so, man, Look at Wayfair ripping up, testing 173.70 here, guys. A huge move for Wayfair. And it just broke lifetime highs. So Wayfair did just break lifetime highs, guys. It's up to 174.50 now. But that's the lifetime high. The previous one was 173.70, and so we were up to 174.70. So we'll see if this level holds as a resistance. Yeah, there it goes, James. It did it. And so it did it. She's salary on the clock. Hey, she spends my money. You know, she works for free around here. But yeah, we're up to 175, which 175 is a big psychological level. So what you see here, guys, is you see the stock pulling back to test that previous level. And one of the common kind of technical analysis aspects, like one of the technical analysis rules, is that previous resistance turns into support after the break happens, and vice versa. Obviously, with everything technical analysis, it's never 100% always. It's just, I would say, a large majority of the time, if you look at it, previous support turns into resistance. And so what you can do at levels like this is you can dip buy, anticipating that it holds. And if it doesn't hold, you can get out, obviously, like right now. But I would be interesting to see if this level here holds. So like, look, now that we've actually broken under this level, I would be interested to see if this level here holds. You see that which is the previous high right here. So you can see this here, and so we'll see if this level bounces right there, you know, and then rips up and breaks this. I hope that's not confusing, but that's kind of how it goes. When one level breaks, you look at the next level underneath it to see if that level holds, and then if that level breaks, you look at the next level underneath that and see if that level holds. And the way you find yourself in a previous situation is you look for big gaps between the levels that you can take advantage of, and that's really how you do it. My wife and I call ourselves by our credit numbers. I am unfortunately a low number, so she reminds me of that. That's hilarious. Am I going to play with PTLA? I don't know, man. We'll see. No, so PTLA is just an acquisition. I mean, it might move, but it might not. This one actually was getting bought out at $18 per common share, so that's actually why this one's moving where it is. It's just... I mean, I trade off of technical analysis, and every day's been green, and I've streamed it all live. I've streamed all of my trading live in the last, I would say, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, and I've had one losing day, and you can look at my P&L at the end of every stream and see how many green days I've had now, and then you can tell me that technical analysis doesn't work. It certainly does. I mean, it's a mixture. Technical analysis is emotions. Like, technical analysis is psychological. Like, half and whole dollars are psychological. Support and resistance is psychological. When people see a stock moving to a certain level that is held over and over again, they buy the stock. That's an emotional move, you know. I mean, if you're talking about like squeezes, those could be profitable as well, but it's not. Obviously, there's different. Here, drag your chair over. Or here, I'll drag it. You sit down. Alright guys, let me get this. Oh man, this chair is not comfortable. What's up, team? Alright guys, we got Carol here today. You're gonna have to scoot over somewhere though. You're gonna have to scoot all the way over to the side.
I am.
Then we're gonna have to bring this keyboard here. Alright guys, we got Carol here to trade with us. I talked her into it. She's gonna trade the open with us today. So everybody wish her luck. It should be fun.
Yeah.
Let's point the camera just at you.
It's been a while.
There's not enough room here. So yeah, I'll just be halfway off the screen, and then you could be there. Alright guys. So let's do this. Alright, so baby, do you remember the basic premises? Oh wait, here's yours. Yep, Carol's here, guys. Carol's here. Alright. So yeah, so there's you. There. But yeah, so all right, guys. So, do you remember how to trade?
Yes.
You do?
Yeah.
Okay, so
you might have to.
the stocks I was looking for you to trade are CGC. I'm looking for smaller range stocks. You see, it's gapping up. You can get in like breakouts, or like I want to let you trade with 100 shares. And so I'm gonna let you trade with 100 shares. Listen, no matter what happens, as long as you don't accidentally buy 20,000 shares and like lose, then you're fine. Anything underneath that, you're okay. I'm not gonna get mad. It's understandable. You just gotta learn, okay? But yeah, I'm gonna let you trade with 100 shares and see how you do. And so that's my plan for the day.
And we're gonna do the regular.
You're gonna be trading the open.
Yeah, well, no, the like shorting.
You can short, you can long. It depends on what the market does, right? So if the overall market pushes up, we're gonna be more inclined to go long, and if the overall market, like the SPY and the S&P, goes down, we're gonna be more inclined to short stocks, right? It just depends on what the market's doing, and we're gonna let the market dictate what we do, because we're gonna try to trade with the market's trend, catch a few cents, and get out. That's all we're doing. And so with that, we're just going to watch the overall market. So this is the market right here. Type SPY. That's the SPY. Okay, here we can show them here. Type it right there. This is the SPY. This is basically like the little mini S&P. Like whatever this does is what the market is doing. So this pushes up, market, that means the market's pushing up. Here's the actual S&P 500. If you want to see the actual S&P 500, you can look at the SPX, which is the S&P. So these do the exact same thing. If we look at the day yesterday, you can see it's basically the exact same thing. You know,
Okay.
same type of move. And so we're gonna watch this, the SPY, and we're gonna see what it does. If it squeezes up and runs up and looks really strong, we can look to buy other stocks on pullbacks. A more profitable strategy, I would think, and this is the strategy I think we should wait for you to take. Okay, I think you should wait for the SPY itself to break highs or lows. Lows are actually better. When the SPY breaks lows, it usually causes a little bit better momentum, right? So when the stock breaks lows, it usually squeezes other stuff down too. And so we're gonna wait for the SPY to break lows, and then when the SPY breaks lows, you're gonna go short on another stock, like maybe CGC, maybe Cron, maybe MU, AMD. I know CGC and Cron are cannabis stocks, but usually they do affect the market to a certain extent. And so that's what we're going to do. We're going to look for that, and we're going to look for you to take advantage of a low at the day break in the market or a high at the day break in the market, and then you're going to ride those moves up. Like that's what we're planning on doing.
Okay.
Does everybody understand our plan here, guys? That's our plan, team. 19,999 shares of CGC is a good play. Hey, as long as it's under 20K, I'm not going to be mad. You know, she takes 19,999.
No,
I won't be mad at her. But that's my plan for Carol today. Let me know if that makes sense to you all. That's my plan for her. And so we'll see. What's up, Swinger? What's up, man? I've been showing my 12-year-old nephew some tips he retains very well. Will help him someday. Yeah, for sure. I also told them to ask you lots of questions because that keeps you busy. Unless she's in a trade. If she's in a trade, don't ask her questions. But when she's not in a trade, ask away. You know. Alright. You ready?
what time?
I mean, we got 10 minutes. We can just hang out. But yeah, that's the plan. We're gonna wait. Ideally, I would like to see the market break lows. Market breaks lows. We're gonna look to short some stocks. With that said, let's pull up my TEFS account. Let's see what that is looking like. Alright, I am roughly $100 away from breaking 4K in profits. $100. Don't lose all my money. No pressure. But don't lose all my money.
I'll try.
Don't lose all my money. No pressure though. Never any pressure. But no, seriously, like I said, if you buy 100 shares or less, you'll be fine. Depending on the stock. Don't buy 100 shares of Tesla or Zoom or
Zoom?
Yeah,
Like
Zoom. Like the Zoom conferencing that we
They're probably doing good right now with everyone
type
using
in
them.
ZM.
with everyone using, there's probably thousands, hundreds of thousands of people using.
Yeah, they're up. Yeah, this is the longer term chart.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they're ripping out. Everybody's home. You know, they did kind of fudge their numbers a little bit, and so they did get in trouble for faking their numbers to a certain extent. But they had to put out an apology letter for it, and I think everybody forgave them. Carol doesn't want to talk to us. Here, look, she's right here. Yeah, that's my wife, Alex.
Here, I didn't see the chat. Here.
Thanks, John. In reality, it truly is a good short or long. Yeah, for sure. And I think that's the highest percentage play for her. Like, I think that's the way. I think that's the way we need to attack it. Here, also type in W. Enter.
Ooh.
There you go. Yeah, Wayfair's been breaking highs. Look at this. It got up to 183s. So Wayfair's interesting. I'm probably going to stick to Wayfair with me, though. I'm probably just going to trade Wayfair myself. If Carol loses money today, you shave your beard. If she goes green, you keep your beard. Yeah, no pressure. Jay says slay the dragon, which means trade Tesla again. Don't do it.
Oh no.
PayPal is good.
Apparently Tesla, I mean, I didn't know it at the time, and it's probably good that you didn't tell me that it was such a difficult stock.
And it's not a difficult stock. The range is just huge. So like 100 shares of Tesla will lose me like $1,000. Like it can lose me like $1,000 of Tesla. So it's not that it's a difficult stock. It's just it has a huge range, so to speak. Nah, she's not gonna trade Roku either. She'll probably trade CGC or Cron, you know, SQ maybe. Gilead.
Said, have I opened my own account yet? No, I haven't. I think I've had like the World Series.
Oh, she did have a World Series account. She traded that,
yeah.
And she lost, but she did okay. You know. But yeah, she had a World Series account that she traded with and signed up with. Yeah, I'm gonna trade. I've tried to train my daughter to trade stocks. Like I've tried to get my daughter to trade stocks, and like my daughter's really nice, and so she tried to act like she cared, but she really didn't. She was just trying to be nice to me. You know, she was like, "Oh, that's cool, Daddy. You know, that's nice." And then she just like, "All right, can I go now?" And I'm just like, "Yeah." And so yeah, I've tried. When they get older, you don't really care about stocks until you care about making money. And so I would say, hey, I appreciate the sub, Jacqueline. Hey, remember, guys, hit that subscribe button. If you like having Carol here to trade with us and trade the open, hit the subscribe and like button if you haven't already. You know, click the bell, turn on notifications.
Yeah.
Hey, you know, milk it. I'm for it.
Trying.
Yeah.
It's not working out. I don't feel very.
Hey, go ahead.
Yeah.
But yeah, hit that subscribe button, that like button if you haven't already. What was the question? I forgot what it was. PayPal looks alright. It's strong. Oh yeah, so I was gonna say, you don't really care about trading stocks until you actually care about making money. Like that's the only time you really care about trading is when you want to make money. Until then, you're indifferent to it, because you know, while your parents are paying for everything, you don't really care about making money because your parents are paying for everything, right? But once you turn, I would say probably like 15, 16, that's probably when most kids are gonna get more interested in making money. Maybe longer. And so with that said, you know, I think that my kids are going to be indifferent to it until they get to that level.
And it's easier to spend other people's, like, if someone else is paying for all your stuff, it's easier to spend their money than it is to spend your money that you've earned. And you know,
yeah, it's way easier to spend your parents' money than it is to spend your own money.
And
you know, I learned that as well.
I'll say something when I got something to say, Swinger.
Y'all gotta ask questions, man. Y'all
I'm
gotta
trying.
ask questions.
Yeah. I mean,
get rid of that dude and show us how it's done. Hey, I hope she learns. I want her to learn that. That's like, you know, my dream. Carol should learn trading and sit here and trade with me every day. It would be glorious.
And I'll say this too. It's still, John's, you know, he still does this every day. And I've been popping on every now and then, but it's still for me kind of like foreign to do the stream, you know. Like I'm not like John's used to it, but for me, it's still, you know.
She's not used to it.
Yeah, it's still kind of like.
She's not used to all the being out there like that.
Yeah.
Like, she's not used to being on stream. She's probably a little bit more awkward, and she doesn't understand. Like, I've done this enough to where I'm used to it. I do it every day. But she doesn't, and so she's still getting used to being on stream and having all these people watch her and stuff like that. It's a new experience to her still.
It's kind of like you're up on a stage and like you know that there's like people in the audience, but you can't see any of their faces. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's kind of like, so it's still awkward for me. I'm still kind of.
She's learning. She's learning.
I'll say that. Is John a good husband? Yeah, he's a good husband.
Try.
I think we work together well.
We're a good team. Carol and I have been together for a decade. We've been together for 10 years. And so
this year it'll be a decade.
Yeah,
That's
we've been
crazy.
together for 10 years. Yeah,
That's crazy.
Or no, we've been married for, what?
7?
Yeah,
7 years?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, so we've been married for a long time too. So it's not like we just got together. Like, we've been together for a long time. And I think it gets a little bit easier as you go on. Like, we have our fights and disagreements and stuff, but like for the most part, like we both know it's temporary. We both know we'll get over it fast. You know.
Yeah, that was one of the things that I think really helped me was that when you have a long-term relationship and you can't be thinking that it's always going to be, you know, sunshine and all of that. You know, you're gonna have times where you're just like you're kind of missing each other. You know, that'll happen. You know, and you just have to, I guess, realize that those times will pass. I mean, it's not always going to be like that if you stick it out, you know. As long as you're not, like, abusive or, like, belittling to one another.
Yeah.
You know, when you start belittling your significant other,
you gotta respect them.
Yeah, there's gotta be, like, a mutual respect there.
Yeah, somebody's asking me, Wayfair looks good. It's at the 183 at its highs now, so I'd watch these highs. And again, like I said earlier, I'm gonna delete some of this and redraw these levels. But I think this for the previous high of the day, break, this right here for the previous high, and then this up here are the interesting levels for Wayfair. Oh man, the stream starts in a minute. All right, let me get everything ready here, team.
Hey, Tiny. Thank you. Let me see, there's 23 years. Congratulations. We'll get there.
23? Yeah, that's a long time.
John has said it. 23 years with his wife.
Alright guys, we are almost ready. Street market's about to open, so good luck team. Let's do this. Carol's gonna be trading. And we got this.
It's been a while. So you might have to kind of...
Alright, so here, put SPY. Or here, I got it. Alright, there's the bell, guys. Alright, so we'll see what the market does here. We'll see if the SPY rips up, what happens. There we go. Alright, so SPY's dropping. So remember, so what we want, do you remember what the plan was? So there's the SPY itself. So like, let's look at other stocks, right? You see CGC. We're gonna look for it. We see I got Uber. You can trade Uber. Here's let's find a small range stock for you. And so what you essentially want to do here is like, you can see the SPY here, right? We want to wait for a break in this to kind of help drag other stocks up, right? I think a good one is like CGC. So like, wait for either of these two levels to break, and I'm gonna hand it over to you. Wait for these levels to break. If this bottom level breaks, you short CGC. So like here, type in CGC there, and go to type. Here, hit enter, and then go to type and go to market. See type?
Yeah.
Yeah, go to market. All right, and so wait for that level to break. You see those 2 levels in the SPY?
Yeah.
Wait for one of those levels to break, and then if that breaks, short into CGC on the bottom, and if the top breaks, go long. Very simple trading plan for Carol to see how she does. I think it's a good plan and an easy plan though. You gotta pay attention, baby.
Yeah, I know I'm watching. When you said to.
I know, but you gotta pay attention to it. Alright, just wait. Big thing is about having patience, so you just want to wait. Alright, you're putting the chat up.
Yeah. So, if it's here, I'm here, right? If it's up.
Yeah, let's wait to see CGC, what happens here. I don't want it to reverse and go up quick.
Look.
I know, but CGC's... Alright, you can try. Yeah, go ahead. Alright, so Carol's long in CGC.
So that means that I want it to come.
No, you want it to go up. I don't know if I like it, but we'll let you get the shot in. The range is kind of big, so if the range clears up, I would take like 10-15 bucks. I'll let you decide when to exit, and I would just keep it a one and done trade.
And then I'm gonna sell, right?
Yes, when it's time to exit, you're gonna sell.
Okay. Just to be.
But I'd let it go up a little bit more. What you're waiting for now is the spread to come up. So like the SPY's moving up, which looks strong. So it's testing that high, so just let it test. Well, the ideal situation here is for CGC. Like this is the stock you're trading, so you're in that stock. So just like wait for it to go up.
Okay.
You know.
Where do I take profits?
I would take profits if you want to get out a half at 1605.
So that's.
Or here, just take profits. I would get out at 1605, 1606, but maybe let it test those levels. All right, just yeah, just watch. Here, if you want to get 50 ready, you can scale out half. Here, select 50 shares, 50, and then you click sell when you're ready to get out of that. Okay.
Like.
So we're gonna let it push up.
Here.
It's kind of battling this level, and
Here.
we did get a drop, and so we're okay. Oh, you took profits?
Yeah.
Oh. I didn't mean right there. I said whenever it pushed up. Oh, it's
well,
okay.
yeah,
Here, look, it's
because
okay. Look, just hold your 50 shares. Now it's even better. All right, now just hold it. Try to make 10 or 15 bucks from this trade. That's all you want to do. Like you're good. Like you're fine. Let it work. You'll be
Well, I
alright.
saw it kind of.
Yeah, it's reversing. But the good thing about taking profits is now you're not going to lose money. You know? And there'll be other plays. There'll be other strategies. There'll be other setups. And so why don't you get out of this if your total P&L gets to like 50 cents? Just get out. Keep it break even. That way you won't lose money. I appreciate it, guys. Appreciate the love. Like I said, if you appreciate the content we put out, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. We do this live for free every single day right here on YouTube. So we day trade the market live every day. All right, so what we're getting here is essentially like it's following the market some, but not as much as we would prefer. Kind of sideways right now. Like I said, get out if your total P&L gets to 50 cents. And we're going to have to look for a stock that follows the market a little bit better. The market's ripping up. We want something that is ripping up too. All right. All right, see, look. Completely break even. Didn't lose money at all. All right, so let's look at some other stocks here. Try MU. So remember the VWAP bounce setup? Click MU right here. So you see how it's pulling back to the VWAP? So if MU does this, right, this is what I call, I'm going to show the chat here. This is what I call a rebound bounce setup. Okay, so it's basically when a stock pushes below the VWAP, and then we can risk off of this level here. And then it goes like this, right? We're gonna look for the stock to go like this. Push back above it, and then pull back down. When it pulls back down, you wanna enter it right around the whole $1.46. Okay, got it? Going long. And then we're gonna risk off of this level down here, this 84 level that it's confirmed a few times. Well, actually it just broke. So we'll give it a second. And you only wanna buy 50 shares in this one. All right, so now that risk level is 80. Okay, so here, get MU up, put 50 shares in. And remember, select market. It's what we call a rebound bounce setup. That the VWAP, that purple line, is a trend indicator. So like when the stock pushes up and maintains, all right, get ready. Here, wait for a pullback if we get it. Didn't get it. See, exactly what I said happened. We just didn't quite catch it in time. But it's up too much already. All right, well, we can still wait for a pullback. We get a pullback to 46, get in with 50 shares, risk off of that 48.50 level, and that's a $10 risk. So really easy risk. And if it drops to if it gets as low as 46.70, you can also take a little bit more.
And I would be here.
Nah, we missed it. It's all right. You'll learn to get better and faster as time goes on. No, it's okay. It's probably my fault. We called it a little bit late anyway. You're good. But yeah, there's the rip up to that. Look, here goes MU. All right, try to jump in 50 shares now.
Okay. Right here?
Yes. All right, there you go. All right, we're risking about 10, 15 bucks in this trade. That's all right. We're keeping it small. See, maybe this would have actually been the ideal entry right here, but I didn't want to miss it again for you. All right, so we're just going to look for a rip up. We're going to try to take profits. Where do you think we should take profits? We're routing it up long, so...
Oh, so then kind of like the high of the day?
Yeah, that's a good level. We've got enough room, and the risk reward is good, so... Yeah, just click that level. Document it.
Double click.
Yeah, double click it. Just double click it real quick. There you go. All right, so that's our reward target. I like that reward target. I think it's a solid reward target, and we can just kind of sit back. You have your plan. Where are we going to exit if it goes against you?
Down here?
Yep. Where are we going to take profits?
Here?
Yep. Super easy. That's our plan.
Yeah.
All right, and you can even take 25 shares off if you want. Not right now, but let it break out a little bit more. I would keep it one and done. We'll just keep it easy.
Yeah, that's what I'd rather do. Because it takes me forever to just enter the information.
Yeah, you're good. See, look. Alright. See if it gets there. Don't be too strict with it. If it gets to 30, I'd take it off now.
No?
Yeah. There you go. You made some money. Alright, so Carol's green. We're going to ignore commissions today because Carol's just learning. And she's trading with the real money account. But you followed your plan pretty closely. You only risked 5 to 10 bucks. We got in a little bit late, so I'll say that. But the plan was good, and you followed it fairly well. With reward targets, here's the thing. You want to get most of it, but sometimes stocks are going to get rejected at these reward targets, and sometimes a little bit early. And so while I still think this one's going to push up and hit this reward target, just so you can get a green trade in, I think it was solid to exit there. But good trade. Green trade. Nice work. And even everybody for watching the chat, this is how you build a trading plan. You document the levels, and then once you do that, it's hands off. You can just let it work. You can just let it get there. Obviously, when you start to get a little bit more experience, you can start taking profits. You could start, taking partials and stuff like that. But again, this strategy I call a rebound bounce setup. I wait for it to put a low that we can risk off of, and then I let it squeeze up to my reward target. If it breaks below this level, I'm out. Small risk. But if it pushes up here, it's a solid 2-to-1 ratio or better. So I hope everybody understands that logic, and good job.
Yeah.
All right, we'll try to get one more trade here for you.
Hey, everyone's talking about the music. Let me hear.
Oh, all right. Go ahead, steal.
Oh, yeah.
You could have made more with MU. I mean, we got out right around this level. I mean, we got out right here. I can't really complain. we got out almost at that top, and so, it's Carol's trade. I'm not gonna critique her. She did good. She made money. This is like her 4th time trading, so she's doing great.
I guess that's probably.
Yeah, it's like a 4th time maybe. Aside from like the World Series. All right, so what's another strategy we could use? I think we should wait for high of the day breaks now. Type in SPY. So I think we should wait for some upward market momentum now if Carol's going to trade. I think we should wait for the market to squeeze up. And so again, these are the levels I would look for. Number 1 is the SPY's holding the pre-market high right here. You can see the pre-market high right here. What do you want to do? You want to change the volume? Here, don't turn it up too much. You just lowered it.
Oh. Is this for the stream?
No. It's just for you.
I'm trying.
There you go.
It's weird sitting here talking to
Here, well,
someone
Mitch
who's
isn't
wearing
here today.
headphones.
Mitch isn't here today, and so it doesn't matter. You can wear them if you want.
Well, I was just trying to hear it because I'm sitting here and I'm realizing that you're wearing headphones.
Carol, how many shares of Lulu should I buy?
10,000. No, I'm just kidding. Here.
Yeah, no, you can wear them.
Sorry. I'm good.
Alright, so now what the next thing we're going to do, we could even buy maybe MU right here. So like you see how it's kind of the same thing?
Also, don't really buy 10,000 shares and just...
No, don't do it.
I don't want to be liable if it goes wrong there.
And this is another bounce. You could jump back in.
100?
It's up to you. If you want to take 100, you can. It's going to be a bigger trade. If you lose, you might lose like 30 to 50 bucks.
Should I do 50?
No. Well, not right now. It's too extended now. We missed it. It would have been right here. This level right here. We can put up MU so they can see it. The market's ripping up. So yeah, so listen. If the market breaks highs, go long on MU. And you can buy 100 shares if you want. It's alright. If you lose, it's okay.
Don't put too much pressure
Look, then buy 75. But you gotta wait for the market to break highs. You don't want to get in before that. And this is the type of trade, baby, where you're gonna get in, you're gonna make a quick win, and then you're immediately gonna get out. Okay, so like you're gonna wait. First, you're gonna have to kind of judge yourself where your risk and your reward is. It's a little bit more subjective with scalps. This is what scalping is called. But again, you want to wait for the SPY to break highs. So when the SPY breaks highs, get in MU really, really quick, and if you make money, get out very fast with your profits. Don't scale out, don't take half off, just get in and out fast. Again, though, it's going to be dependent on whether the market, here, you don't do anything right now. The SPY's pulling back, so you want to wait for that to actually break.
Yeah. Here, Jack, let's his breakfast real quick.
Right here, I got it. Here, just do that. Remember,
so
eyeball it.
Yeah, so if the SPY is up here,
yeah,
right?
Document the high of the SPY.
Like here.
And so remember, hey buddy, I see you.
It's a little arrow, not the
Okay, then here. Look, I got you. I'll do it for you. There you go. Alright. And so wait, look, you're gonna click buy on MU, and then you're gonna click position to bring this up, and you're gonna make sure it's on market, and then when you want to get out, you click sell.
Yeah,
okay?
and I'm gonna sell though if it's up here at the highs.
You try to take a few cents and then get out. But you want to wait for the market to actually break. All right, I'm gonna go make Jack his breakfast.
Yeah. Here, give him the Cheerios and like cut up some bananas for him.
All right.
My son's favorite breakfast is Cheerios with little cut up banana pieces in his cereal. Your brain kind of feels weird.
Sometimes
Yeah. Well, I think you're okay. You keep secret questions. Okay. Well, here, why don't you go eat your breakfast? I'll be over there in a little bit, buddy. I guess. I get a little nervous when John leaves me because I don't really know what to do. I'm learning though. He's been teaching me. And I hear him talking about it all day, especially now that we're home with the kids, so hopefully that helps. Chris. That's his favorite. He asks for that every morning. It's either ham and cheese croissants. Like we got a little convection oven. Just put some ham or some turkey and cheese and a croissant, or that bananas and Cheerios. He's all about it. So.
All right.
Fruity Pebbles or Team Cocoa?
Fruity Pebbles for life, man.
Yeah,
Fruity
John's
Pebbles for life,
Pebbles,
bro.
But I finally got him. Like, he used to eat that all the time. Like, every time I go to the store, I'm like, what do you want? Fruity Pebbles. And then
She said it's unhealthy. I stopped eating
but
it.
it's got so much sugar in it.
It's so good though, man.
It
Fruity
is-
Pebbles
It is good.
is the truth.
Yeah, sorry, I'm not a seasoned pro with
Here, this is what you do.
John here.
There you go.
I'm not a pro at streaming like John is. So sorry, guys.
All right. Remember, watch the market.
Yeah, I'm watching. It's come up close, but
Let me get my hat. Hey, where's my headphones? I brought them back with me.
right here.
Oh, you got it. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
All right.
But yeah, just I've tried to get John to be a little bit healthier, especially now that we're both kind of like getting older, getting into our 30s, you know. So, your flapjacks.
All right. Hey.
It just touched. Go.
You want to wait for the break. All right.
that's-
All right. Oh, wait, yeah. All right. We might get faked out here, but it should drag MU up just a short term. All right, so just be patient. Let it work.
Yeah, the jelly
Yeah,
shattered
it
it.
did.
The other day, John was making himself and Jack a peanut butter jelly sandwich.
Dropped the jelly, man. I ruined
And
it. I'm kind of bummed out
And he
because I dropped
knocked the
it.
jelly. Yeah, we had this big jelly jar, and he was doing something and knocked it off the counter, and it just shattered
Yeah,
all in the kitchen.
that was me. I did it. Alright, I would let it get up to like 46.40. Market's ripping up, like I said. So,
Right here.
yeah, I'd let you get up there. Just let it work. You got time. I would look for at least like 10, 15 bucks in profit. Yeah, you're good. Just watch it. You got time.
Here.
Yeah, MU strong. That's what I said. We got long in it with the 75 shares, but we did get a big drop just now. It's fine though. We have time, and you know, like I said, no matter what happens, we'll be alright. Hey, see you, James. Later, brother.
Bye. Have a good one. Gotta do Jack's Zoom meeting. You might have to set it up for him.
Alright, I'll get it up. You just gotta tell me how. Alright, look, short-term swings in MU is insignificant. You wanna wait. See if it holds 46.10s.
So here's where I'm.
It's alright. Just keep, use that bottom level down there. No, the top
Okay.
one. Yeah, use that level right there.
Yeah.
You got a lot of room. I'm gonna let you roll with this one. It looks like a VWAP bounce still, and if the market continues to push up, it should drag it up. But we might not get it. And you know, the biggest thing is we keep our wrists tight if we don't. Alright, just remember, keep that risk. What I do is I just keep my hand over the sell button, and that way if it drops fast, I can get out. Because a lot of the time when it breaks under the whole dollars, like 46 in this instance, it'll really drop down fast, and so you just want to be prepared for like worst case scenario, which is it dropping down really quick. We are getting a bounce though, so let's see. We'll give it time and see. It doesn't look bad still. Yeah, I think that was the right move, Steve. Nice work, bro. But you see, like, sometimes I'm right, sometimes I'm wrong. But the big thing is that I'm right more than I'm wrong, and I've been right twice and wrong once. So that's how you profit, is that you're not going to win every time. You know, sometimes you're going to lose, but the big important thing is that you're right more than you're wrong. And as you can see, it's a good example. I was right twice, and if I'm wrong here, I'm wrong. But the big thing is that I've been right twice, and, you know, we'll see what happens to this one as well. But you just let those favorabilities, you let those favorable odds grow your account. And so you do that over and over again. You slowly grow your account more and more, and like that's how you make money in trading. Is you bet on things that have a favorable probability. You know, they're not going to work all the time. Nothing works 100% of the time, but it works enough for you to slowly build over and over again. And you can see like the market's squeezing up now, and now MU's popping back off. And so really, I think everything's going to depend on what the market does here. If all that makes sense, but you're still in kind of middle of the range, so just give it time. Volume is too much. I'll turn it down a little bit. I can't hear it at all. Alright, I'll turn it down. It should be fine. Alright, so yeah, so you're back up to break even. Just let it work. See if it rips up to 46.50. It's looking strong. You're green in the trade. Just see if it gets up to like 46.40, 46.50 maybe. It should get a squeeze up here. Just watch your P&L, and remember, you're just taking a few bucks. Watch it around 46.30. It might get rejected there too.
You want to put this?
Yeah, there you go. Here, just watch it. You're good. Here, if you want to pull MU up so they can see the stock, put it. They can see that screen. So once you, all right, go ahead and get out.
Okay.
Go ahead and get out. There you go. Nice trade. Look, you're up 20 bucks today. You know.
Is that plus my other?
Yeah. My other one? Yeah. I mean that's full. Here, look, press MU. I'll show you guys the trade. And it might rip out and break highs here, but Carol got in right here and rode the breakout up. So good job. Hey, Carol hasn't lost today, guys. Or Carol's lost once out of what, 3, 4?
Yeah, this is the third one.
So hey, you're 75% accurate. I mean, you got a great coach here, but you're doing good,
you gotta
man.
Take credit.
And look, you could have held for the breakout, but that's okay because I just want you to get some green under the belt. But good job.
Hey, high five.
That's right. We did it.
That was weak.
I know, it was a bad high five. There we go. You gotta hear the clap. But good job. You did it.
Hey.
You know? And I hope you guys understand while we're doing this, I hope you guys understand the strategies I'm trying to teach you. Right? These all strategies are really profitable. They're the strategies that I use. Right? And so just follow along with what we're saying, and you know, you can use these strategies too. They're really profitable. Obviously, like I'm just correlating the overall market with different stocks like AMD and MU. If the market breaks highs like this, it's going to drag MU up. You know, it's going to drag MU up. And so when the market breaks a high like this, what happens? It drags MU up. And I can jump in and ride that thing up. You know, keep it very tight. And it works really well, you know. Good job, baby.
Yeah. Feel good.
Yeah, we probably should have stayed with it, Chris, but, you know, it is what it is. I'm just trying to get her some green under her belt. That's it. Took you 3 years. Yeah, for sure. But I'm the one teaching her the strategies, so, you know, naturally, I can spread my wisdom and she'll learn it faster. But good job, babe. You're doing good.
Thank you.
You probably should have held a little bit on MU, but that's all right, you know.
I just wanted to... Got a little anxious to get out of it.
Yeah, I just wanted to get some green under her belt. That's all I wanted her to do. Because she, like I told you guys earlier, she gets really nervous about losing money. Like and that's okay. You're never gonna get the entire move. The whole point is to get a majority of the move, and we definitely did here. But this is another thing, guys. Is and I'm gonna post a video soon. But this is actually a triangle breakout as well. And so we were lucky in that regard to catch this right here. This is a flag breakout. Like, look at this flag. It's a perfect flag on MU. Like, look at this. Perfect flag on MU. And so that's actually what we caught too. But we caught the range, which is usually what a VWAP bounce is. But nice trade. You know, you're up 20 bucks on the day. You're doing good. All right. The last time you did this, you made money and I lost. I remember that. I lost and like you made money.
No. Oh. Hopefully I'm not unlucky here, huh?
Yeah, the trend is my friend. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, you gotta get the high when you do the high five. It's
yeah.
gotta be
right. It's gotta be the right. You gotta hear that clap.
If not, it's like just throw your day off a little.
Do I ever use trailing stops? No. Yeah, she did good, man. She did good. I'm proud of her. All right. You want to switch? I might trade a little bit.
Yeah.
Unless you want to trade.
I might come back.
Yeah, come back and trade some more.
I gotta do Jack's. Jack has a Zoom with his teacher in his class, so I gotta do that. So,
well, you'll be back. Though,
yeah,
right?
I'll be back over.
I'm gonna
in just
trade
a
little
second.
bit, and then Kira will get back. We're gonna take turns today. All right, guys. Let's see what I can do here. But yeah, that's fun, man. Carol did good. She did good, man. I'm proud of her. You know, I'm proud of her. She did good, and you know, it's not easy. Especially, it's definitely not easy to get in front of 400 and something people here, with your 4th time trading and get into some trades. But the big thing is that she understands the logic behind it. You know. Alright, so we'll see what I get. MU ripping up. Too extended for me to really mess with it now. SPY ripping up pretty big here too. We're up to 288s. Looks interesting. Alright guys, so let's see what we got today. Let's do this. It should be a fun day. We'll see what we have. Let me drop this a little bit. Hey guys, never contact Mr. Michelle Phillips. It's a scam. They're gonna take your money. You'll never see him again. Let her have room for a month. Your wife sounds like a sweet, awesome mother and partner with it. What a great couple. Hey, man, I really appreciate it, bro. Thank you, man. Definitely appreciate it. Appreciate the sub. Welcome, guys. Remember, hit that subscribe button. We do this live for free every single weekday morning right here on YouTube. So if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe to our channel here. I'm going to start trading a little bit larger size now. But we'll let Carol come back, and she'll trade some more, too. You gotta love spam. You gotta love it. Uber was a beautiful washout long red to green move. Look at this one, Uber. Everything's just ripping up. There is at the bottom of the range. The one I don't mind on a short is AMD, but I don't really want to short the market when I don't really want to short when the market's ripping up. Although I don't hate this. I can get in, I guess, and just use, worst case scenario there real quick. Look at that. As soon as I trade, immediate loss. I'm taking bigger size and AMD squeezed up. Like I said, I think my issue there was shorting the market. It's okay. I'm looking at JP Morgan here as well. Yeah, sorry guys. I gave all Carol's profit back. She's going to get mad at me now. It's alright. We'll see what we get. I'm going to jump at JP Morgan with 100 shares. I don't really trade this one that often, but I'm going to look for a whole dollar breakout and a squeeze up. I'm also going to add to it as it squeezes down to 85. I'm going to try to scale it to a little bit larger size. Barely missed my pullback there, but that's okay. We're going to look for a squeeze up to over 94. Here, I'm in with 200 shares of JP Morgan. Again, we're going to look for it to squeeze over 94, and I don't mind adding a little bit more to this one. We'll see. I know, but I'm doing my own stuff, Skip. I got my own style, brother. And so, you know, work is not really a stock I understand or know. Alright, so we got a little bit of the squeeze up. Not quite the big momentum move that I wanted for JP Morgan, but we're going to give it a little bit of time here. It's acting a little volatile. Big rejection there. Like I said, I don't mind adding into this one down to 86. We'll let it battle the whole dollar a little bit. We need the bid to stay over 94. Alright, doesn't want to break. We'll give it a second. Like I said, if it pulls back to this, I'll add to it and use a risk level of 83s, 82s. I need this bid to stay over 94. It's battling it. Not wanting to really hold though. There we go. Come on, let's hold up there. Let me see what else we got. I came for the content, stayed for the music. Hey, I appreciate that, bro. Welcome in. Remember, hit that subscribe button, team. We do this live for free every day right here, so appreciate the love, guys. I gave back all your winnings, Kiro. I'm sorry.
Oh.
I know.
That's alright.
My fault. My fault.
It happens.
Look at that. She's sounding like a true trader. It happens. It does.
I can't stay for long. I'm gonna have to go.
Yeah. Alright, we get out half there. Take a little bit of profit, hold 100 shares, see if we get this rip over 94, and see if we hold, and then I can probably hold the rest pretty close to break even. Make it pretty easy to manage. What? I know, I saw him. It's alright. I'll talk to him. I like the little washout long for JP Morgan. We just gotta push up and see if it holds now. I'm gonna get out there. I'm gonna take my little bit of money and make my little $7. This is also a good experiment on if I should wait for my own trading to wait a little bit later on in the day for my own trades. Hey, I appreciate the sub, Rubik. Thank you, man. Appreciate the love, bro. Welcome. Like I said, when Carol's not trading, y'all hang out with her and ask her questions. She really likes that. If you ask her questions, gives her something to do and talk about.
Hobbies, children, cooking,
relationship advice. You know.
Carol's relationship show.
I made a few thousand, Drew. I'm going to look at AMD here. I'm going to get in with smaller size because this is what I call a fake out fade. It's kind of like the opposite of a rebound bounce setup. Ah, it's too squeezy. Maybe back below the VWAP.
King Odin. You must be a Vikings fan.
We've been watching the show Vikings.
We started watching Vikings. Yeah. It's pretty good. I like it.
Yeah, it's good.
The lead actor always looks like he's kind of like, he's like looking, and he's got those blue those super like crystal blue eyes, but he's always kind of like half smiling.
Yeah.
Even when it's
he's
like
kind of
super,
happy. He's happy and sad at the same time.
Yeah, even when it's like super serious, like someone just died, and he's like,
right. Like his kid could die, and he's like,
yeah, that's it. It's like a uncomfortable like. Yeah, I like it though. It's interesting, especially I've been into history lately.
Yeah.
Especially like my big thing is like I got into Versailles like heavy. King Louis XIV, all
Queen
of that
Elizabeth,
stuff.
all that stuff. She's
Mary,
super into
Queen of
it.
Scots, that kind of like the Tudors.
It's probably because my last name is London.
That's not why I'm interested. But yeah.
Alright, I'm in AMD. We're gonna see. It's what I call a fake out fade, and so I can risk essentially off of this level up here, and then short into this, and keep a very tight, small, easy risk, not risk too much, and try to get a little bit larger win from it. We'll see. I'm gonna try to scale into it a little bit more on this little pullback here, and then anticipate a drop. Man, you got me trading small now. I usually trade much larger than this, but I was used to you trading.
Me?
Yeah, I'm used to you trading. It's not your fault. I mean, it's my fault really. I'm trading smaller than I usually do.
No, it's all right.
Yeah.
You're the real Viking. They have this museum of like where they uncovered this big Viking boat. That's one of the things. If I ever came to Norway or to Sweden, I would check that out. Wasn't Versailles good? I love that kind of stuff. Especially, I think they filmed some of that in the actual Versailles Palace. And then all the other ones were like, they redid the rooms, like the parlor where they would like gamble and stuff like that. I like that show. I got into it. I was bummed out when they...
She forced me to watch it.
I still haven't gotten them to watch the whole thing.
Yeah.
I'm still trying, but I still haven't, yeah. Especially now that it's on Netflix. But yeah, I was bummed out when they ended it. So.
And I'll say this, guys. We get a break underneath this level here. I'm going to short into this break at 95. If we get a break, though. And so basically what this is a rebound bounce. It's when a stock goes like this.
Here.
It pushes up. And then it rejects back down like this. And so that's really what I'm looking for. And again, there's another short position that I could take if we get a break of this here as well at 95. I'm going to add a little bit more and try to ride it down with a few hundred shares for AMD. Alright, there's the break. I just jumped in with another 100 shares here. 92s. We got the nice little squeeze down 91s. I'm going to get out half there. Hold this last little 100. Maybe add a little bit up to this 95 level. I don't know. We'll see. I'll have to eyeball that and see what I want to do. Alright. I'm going to get out there. Solid little win. I'm going to have to start scaling up. I've made Carol's money back, though. But I hope you guys understand that strategy as well. Really profitable strategy. It's kind of like the opposite of the rebound bounce setup. It's like the opposite. And so I hope you guys understand that as well. Kind of drew it out exactly what was going to happen before this actually broke down so you guys could kind of see it. Hopefully somebody took it. But it works really well. We'll see what else we got today. SPY is pulling back, which is obviously going to help me.
Yeah.
Most of the time I use VWAP.
Yeah, there's this, I'm gonna have to look it up. There's this documentary, Sun Guy, I'll have to tell you this documentary, and it's where they go through, it's like portraits of Louis the 14th, and then there's another one called 1715, The Sun King is Dead. And it's both of those were pretty interesting, and it goes through like the history, and it shows like the actual like rooms, and like how Louis like made his daily routine like a performance, and it was interesting. And it even shows at
Man, look at AMD break down here. Sorry.
I'm gonna have to, no, it's okay. There's that chapel, gosh, the basilica in right next to Paris, where all like the monarchs, like where a bunch of them are buried. Denise, or
no clue.
Let me see, Denise Basilica or something. Saint Denis, and that's where like because back then they used to take, they would bury the monarchs and the kings, and they would have 3 different burial sites where their body would be, and then their heart, they would put their heart in like a tin can, and different parts of their body were in different places, and like they have Louis XIV's heart still. Like,
yeah, you told me that.
Yeah, and they actually bring you to it and show it to you. They also have like Catherine de Medici.
I jumped in CGC with 300 shares, guys. I drew out the pattern because I want you guys to start understanding these patterns I'm using. So I drew out the pattern. This is a VWAP bounce, just a conventional VWAP bounce. I'm doing it because I think the market might squeeze up enough for me to profit short term with this one. So I hope everybody understands this pattern. We'll see if it works. My risk level is just going to be under the 1606 level. But we need the bid to follow it up. The bid's still pretty low. Not getting it.
Yeah, it's on Amazon. That's the...
Yeah, Popcorn Time. It's not that I'm against it. I just don't download movies like that. And the reason I don't is because viruses come with it a lot of the time. So I just don't download, bootleg movies like that, just because a lot of the time the downloads are going to come with a ton of viruses. And my computers are too valuable for that.
You're like, now I gotta look up this documentary, and then I gotta go do the rest of the Zoom over there. Jack's doing okay right now.
That's a show or documentary, Carol?
Huh?
Hey, nice, JJ. Hey, it was good, man. The setup was good. I missed out on a lot of it, though, but I'm glad you could make money with it, JJ. Congrats, brother. Nice work, dude.
Yeah, so the first one, the first one is 1715, The Sun King is Dead. It's on Amazon. And then the other one is...
I'm about to get out bid. If it breaks down 1 more cent, so 1605, I'm just going to jump out of it. Ooh. I might have gotten scared out, but I'll protect myself in that one. Ooh, AMD was a beautiful short, though. That rebound bounce setup is legit, and so I'll post that video. If you guys want to see that video of the rebound bounce setup, I'll show you guys, because that's a really legitimate strategy, a very profitable strategy.
Yeah, and then real quick, the second one is Portraits Louis XV, and it's also on Amazon. Anyways,
yeah, I know you're good. You're good. Talk into it. But no, so here's a link that shows. Here's a link that shows the strategy.
I think both of them are documentaries. They're both about Louis.
What is this indicator you are using, and why does it help you? It's the VWAP, and so it shows me the short-term intraday trend. CGC might have faked me out here, but that's okay. I don't have an issue jumping right back in it. And I could just use I'm going to jump in with smaller size here. But if you guys know me, it takes me a little while to get my feet wet in trading and kind of get myself into the zone. And so, very small losses on the day so far. Less than 30 bucks. I'm also looking at Uber. Yeah, I'm okay. Put in perspective, yesterday I made like $300. I'm almost $4,000 in profit, so like a $20 down day is fine. You're actually doing way better than I did today, so hey. Good job.
Thanks.
I mean, you had a great coach.
Yeah, that's...
But you did good, baby. Good job. I'm proud of you. You did good.
And I appreciate your help.
Yeah. That's right.
Wait, right?
Oh. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. I forgot. My bad.
How did
My
you
son
not
and I
know
do
that
that.
I would
know.
do that?
I know.
You know?
My son
How's
knows
that?
it. Really, I think I got to get off of CGC. I don't like how CGC is moving. It hasn't been profitable at all today. AMD, on the other hand, looks a little bit better. Or MU looks a little bit better. Even though AMD's ripping down here, MU looks a little bit better. The difference, though, is that if I can catch CGC to ride it up here, it's going to be super profitable. And so I'm trying to keep this one a little bit longer term. But I don't really want to risk this again with CGC. It looks like it's kind of battling too much. I'm going to get in MU now, I think. I like MU. Alright, I got an MU with a few hundred shares here. Ultimately, I'm looking for a big squeeze up, and I can use this previous level at 33, I guess, is my risk. We'll see if it works. It's a tough day so far, though, honestly. It's been, usually I do better than this.
I feel like I'm bad luck.
No, you're good luck, man. You did good. You made money, you know. You did better than me.
Here, I gotta go and, yeah, Amazon Prime. That's...
Yeah,
Go
it's on
back
Amazon Prime.
Yeah, both of they're both documentaries, and they look like, when you first look at them, they look kind of boring, but I found that they were both very interesting. But I mean, I think the Portraits documentary was a little bit longer, but still, both of them. I mean, the 1715, The Sun King is Dead, is more about like kind of working backwards from like when the town people and people in Paris hear that Louis died. Because he was like the longest ruling king in Europe, basically. He ruled for like 60, 70 something years. So that was, you know.
Yeah.
But, and then the other one is just like about, the Portraits one is about his life kind of working through. And it's got a bunch of really interesting information. They show a bunch of really cool artifacts. And,
I can't see all the way. This thing came up.
okay.
So basically, TradeNet packages, somebody's asking me for, basically TradeNet packages, they allow you to day trade in short stocks. Oh no, I don't want word to come out. Allow you to trade in you know, short stocks with no PDT rule. So there's no PDT rule. You can day trade as much as you want once you're approved. I'm going to take half off here. Oh no. I'm going to take half off here. And so yeah, with different packages, technically they're educational package, and so like I think there's a sale for $3.99 right now. It's either $3.99 or $3.75. But during that sale, they let you basically the way it works is you pay for different packages. They're educational packages. They come with like a course, a demo account to trade with, access to their chat room. And then once you're approved, you basically become a contractor for them, and they let you trade their accounts, right? And the base package is a $14,000 account that you get to trade once you're approved. There's no PDT rule, and you can short stocks. And then there's a different split with each package. And so the base package, there's a 70-30 split. So if you make $1,000 net, your cut is $700, their cut is $300, and there's a max loss of $700. So basically, for the $400 package, they give you $14K to trade with, and the max loss is $700. So if you go under $13,300, they close you down, but it doesn't follow you up. So if you make $1,000 net, your new max loss is $1,700, and then there's a 70-30 split. But in my opinion, it's just the cheapest way for new traders to get started and get involved in the market. You're not risking a ton. A lot of the time, new traders end up losing their first few accounts anyway, because new traders just lose. That's just kind of how it goes. You know, most new traders end up losing. And so with that, you know, would you rather lose thousands of dollars as a new trader after saving that up, or would you rather only risk $400 with the TradeNet package? I'd go with the TradeNet package every time. And to be fair, I think you'll probably lose the TradeNet package too, but it's just a much cheaper way to trade and get started, especially for a new trader. And so if you want to check that out, it's a good way to help support our channel here as well. And so I'll post this link if anybody wants to check it out. And like I said, we do make a commission, so we are biased in their favor. But again, I think they're objectively cheap. You know, Mir over there has some pretty solid content. And I think it's just a really easy way to get involved in the market. I'm about to get stopped out of here. Luckily, I took profit, so this one's going to stay break even. But yeah, it's just a really cheap way to get started. They're not sleazy over there. I really like their content. That dude's been trading for like decades. And again, I think it's just a really cheap way to get started in the market that allows traders to risk much less instead of risking a bunch when you first get started. And then you get to day trade actively. You get to short stocks, which most new traders can't short anyway. I'm going to add another 100 back to this one. But yeah, most new traders can't short anyway because you need a margin account to short. And so this is just the cheapest way, in my opinion, to get started. I don't know when the summer competition is going to start, Mr. Bo. I know they had to push it back some from the COVID-19 pandemic. You know, it was harder for them to organize it and get everything ready. But I think now would probably be the best time to get it going. But yeah, I'll have to check. I'll reach out to them and ask them when it's going to start. So just come back tomorrow. I'll update you on that. So basically, Coyote, they're going to automatically exit the trade once you're down $700 or more, right? So if you lose $700, even in unrealized gains, they're going to automatically exit the trade and they're going to close your account down. But it's really not that bad. Like if you think about it, the max loss is 700 and you're paying $399. So you're almost getting twice as much to lose than you're actually paying for it. And if you get eliminated, you get eliminated. Like you're not going to owe them anything else if you lose. You're just going to lose the money you spent on the package. But again, it operates like a prop firm in that regard. And I think it's just a cheaper way to get started. And so, you know, like I said, I use their platform every day. And there's different packages. Like there's different packages where I have a pro package, which is much more buying power, but it's also more expensive. This was like $8,000 instead of $400. But there's different scale ups of packages as well, that if you make money or if you want to upgrade, you can upgrade your current package to a larger package to get more room. And on my account, my max loss is 12K. And so I have a 12K max loss. And so yeah, here's the link one more time if you want to check it out. Yeah, I'm excited for that, Han. I'm excited for the UFC fight, bro. No, I feel you. What you want to understand, Coyote, is that it's like a prop firm. And so the max loss is $700, and like they're going to exit if you hit that. You're not going to have to owe them anymore, I don't think. Reach out to them and ask them to be 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure you wouldn't owe them anymore. But again, it might be safe to reach out to them and ask them. Alright, so I'm probably going to start getting out of MU here. I'm trying to be patient with it. Hey, I appreciate the sub, Alf. Thank you, man. Welcome, bro. Remember, guys, hit that subscribe and like button. We got 99 likes. Let's bring that number up. I'm going to get out here. It broke under my risk for MU, unfortunately. So you can buy two intro packages, Ethan, from what I understand, right? And that's why you need it to be approved. And so if you've already bought 2 intro accounts, they won't let you buy anymore. And honestly, that's probably to protect them from people just kind of continuing to buy accounts and taking advantage of the larger max loss they give you. Because like if they didn't do that, people would essentially be able to just continue to buy packages and then just take huge risks trying to just kind of YOLO their account up and just continue to buy packages, and that would obviously not be good. It would just be manipulating that system. Alright, so glad I got an MU. We got the break. AMD popped under the previous closing price, but man, I'm struggling today, guys. I'm going to look for AMD to pop back up to this 56 level, and then I'm going to jump in with a few hundred shares. I like the risk, though, of the $0.50. If we get a bounce up to like 43s, 44, 45s, I'm going to jump in here. I don't know. Alright, I jumped in with 300 shares of AMD. We're going to see if we get a subsequent follow back down here. Hey, I appreciate all the love today. I know we got a lot of subs. Kevin, Juan, Alf, all the new subs today. I really appreciate it, guys. I love you all. Thank you for the subscribes. Remember, guys, hit that subscribe button. We do this live for free every single weekday morning on YouTube. And so we're just a free resource and community. Obviously, sometimes we win, sometimes we lose. Not experts, gurus, anything like that. And we just teach people what works for us, and it might not work for you. We do day trade live, showing all of, like, you'll see a lot of other streamers that hide a lot of different stuff, right? Like they're not going to show you everything. We show you our P&L, profit and loss, like for the entire day. We show you our account balance. We show you all that stuff. And so we hope you appreciate, what we do here, and hit that subscribe and like button to help support our content here. So we're getting a squeeze up. I'm gonna short a little bit more into this. I'm in with 500 shares now, and I don't hate it. I don't hate it because the previous closing price is up there at 56, and I can use that level as my risk, and that's probably gonna hold. At least I hope. That answers that. Why only 2? Yeah, and if you think about it, it makes sense. Hey, baby.
Hey.
Nice. Take half off there. Take another half off there. And I'm going to hold this 100 shares left. So there's the move I wanted. We got the nice rejection at the $0.50. That essentially made me my money back in the day. You know what? I'm going to get out here and just... That's why my risk reward was solid there. So happy with that trade. Like I said, I thought we would get a rejection there at the previous closing price. And so was able to make a nice little win on AMD for me there. Make my money back on the day plus a little bit. What's up? What's up, that? Hey, appreciate the love, bro. Appreciate the subscribe, man. Welcome, dude. Love your videos. Thanks, man. Hey, we appreciate you, bro. Thank you for the support, man. Seriously, appreciate the love.
Hey, Killer.
Yeah, he's our mascot.
Yeah.
And so just to break down this trade, guys, the reason I got into it is because this blue line right here is the previous closing price. Okay, so this is essentially when a stock goes from red to green and from green to red. And what you saw AMD do here is you saw AMD break under that previous close, going from green on the day, or green from the entire day, to red. So when it breaks over that, it's breaking below the previous closing price, right? And so when you get that, a lot of the time you'll get a big surge down, and a lot of the time it's going to actually hold that level. And so you can see the $0.50 here. I anticipated that it would get rejected at that $0.50, and I kept my risk right over this level. That way, there's a pretty solid chance that it's at least going to maintain a red trend, a downward trend after the break happens. And sure, sometimes you get pops above it and back below it, and pops above it and back below it. But there's a pretty solid chance that it's actually going to maintain that trend once it breaks that level. And so what you saw me do is you saw me get into AMD when it popped a little bit back up to that half and whole dollar. So when it popped up to this $0.50 right here at 52.50, that's what I shorted into, and we got a really nice quick drop back down to take advantage of. And so I hope that makes sense to everybody. That's how that one was able to work, and I'll take it.
What's my nationality?
She's Italian.
No, I'm Italian, and I'm actually a lot more French. I did the 23andMe, and apparently I'm like 50. It's like 50 or 60 French. My grandmother was a LeBlanc, so a lot of Cajun in our family, a lot of Cajun French.
Oh wait, hold on, I gotta mute this for a second. What'd you order? No.
No.
We got a big package on our front door, so we gotta go get it.
Yeah, I'll get it, sweetie.
All right.
Thank you. For breakfast?
No. All right. But yeah, we're actually getting another pop-up here in AMD. Maybe we'll take it. But yeah, Carol did the 23andMe. I did one as well, and my results were cool. I'm like 60% English, obviously, but I'm also about 15% French, and I'm roughly like 4.5% African American. So I'm like roughly 5% African American, which I thought is really cool. And I already knew that because I knew my Mimi had some as well, had a little bit of African American blood, and so I thought that was really cool, you know. Yeah. But you know, those things are fun.
Yeah, I was mostly French, and then I had some English and German, but then it was mostly French, and then it was Italian and Iberian, and then there was one more over there, and the kind of Southern European. But I'm American.
Yeah, I just jumped in AMD again. Same kind of concept, same kind of plan and strategy here. Except I'm going to go with a little bit less risk. The only thing I'm worried about is the market kind of squeezing up a little bit here. But I'm going to keep it short and small and easy. Maybe it's your order from Teespring. What have you ordered lately? How much stuff? My wife has been over shopping, I'll tell you that. You know?
A little bit.
Yeah, she's been buying way too much stuff.
I've been like getting like art stuff. I recently started watercoloring and like drawing. Yeah. Because it's, you know, and gardening. John will have to post a picture of my little container garden that I got.
Good, man. She's got a little garden. It looks good.
Yeah, got good variety. Everything's healthy. But yeah, I mean, I don't even know what I...
John is pulling a Mike Perry. Oh, I got that 2%. I actually have more than Mike Perry though. And I'm not even gonna try to say it. Like I said, like yeah, I'm like 5% black, but you know.
Tyler Perry.
No, Mike Perry. Mike Perry is a UFC fighter who said the N-word, and then when people called him out on it, he said I'm 2% black. He did a DNA test. He did a 23andMe, and so that I love MMA. Han, so I know exactly what you're talking about, bro. I'm gonna get out here, squeeze up, it's alright. But yeah, that's basically how that went down.
Do I know Hindi? No. It's an interesting culture, though. I've heard some about it, and I like the food. You know?
Yeah. But like I said, I knew a little bit before. I did the 23andMe test, so like I knew a little bit of my heritage before that anyway.
Yeah, same here. My grandmother, she was able to trace her history back for like 100 years, I think, and it's like all like Louisiana swamps. Yeah, where a lot of my family came from, just very, very Cajun. You know.
Yeah, my Mimi was Cajun as well.
Yeah. Mimi is like a Cajun, like grandmother is Mimi. Yeah. And they would tell me about how my Mimi and Pops' parents, and I guess it was they were from, I think, New Iberia, which is like.
Alright, it's back. It's back. It's the problem I face when I don't plug the Ethernet cord in. Alright, we're back. Stream died for a second. I'm going to take half off here. Still holding 100 shares. Same strategy here, though. But yeah, we should be back now. Worst time for me to do it right in the middle of a trade. Hey, nice, Steve. Yeah, if you wanna link to my trade idea settings, I got you, bro. Yeah, it's back. It died for a second. It's back live, though.
But anyway, my story, what I was just saying, it was cheaper for them to buy like a buckshot and just go and just shoot it in the air and then pick up all the birds that they hit, as opposed to like buying the meat. So that's how they used to do it back in the swamps, Cajun country.
Yeah.
You know.
I just took a little bit off. I'm gonna hold these 100 shares, see if I can find anything else. Yeah, I got you, Ken. Which ones do you want? You want my pre-market settings, or do you want my intraday settings?
Yeah, Killer. I think that I've heard a lot about, you know, the Hindi culture and all of that, and I mean, it's very interesting. Forgive me if I'm ignorant, but I think this Diwali Hindi.
I don't know.
Is the holiday, or it's like a holiday Diwali. I don't know if that's Hindi or not. But yeah, they have a lot of really cool, like, cultural norm, like, you know.
And just to show you guys, you can see how well the stock respects this previous closing price. I probably should have been a little bit more loose with this stop, especially keeping it right on that previous close was a bad idea, I think. But you can see how well these stocks kind of respect these previous closing prices. I'm going to let it see if it breaks here for AMD. We're going to see if we get a break here. It's 29. There's the break. Beautiful. We'll see if it breaks down a little bit more. I'm going to sell into strength there. So, not bad. Able to get myself back green on the day. I'm trading smaller today because intraday settings. What's up, Troy? Oh, that's so nice of you, Killer. Look at Killer.
Thank you, Killer.
Killer says, Carol, madam, you are looking so pretty.
Thank you.
So nice of you, Killer.
Very sweet.
But yeah, I got you, man, here.
Yeah, Diwali, is that a Hindi? Is that a Hindi, like, holiday or, like, festival?
I don't know.
Let me look it up. Or I'm sure Killer will tell me.
Hey, here you go. Who was asking for it? Ken. Here you go, Ken. Hey, what's up, Dan? Nah, man, I've actually been trading a lot larger. I've made about $300 to $500 per day in the last few weeks. My wife just traded today, and so I'm scaling down a little bit, but no, I'm definitely trading larger. Like, if you go back and watch the stream, I've grown my account by about $4 grand at this point. But if you go back and watch the previous day's streams, I've scaled up to about anywhere between 500 and 1,000 shares, really, is what I've been trading mostly. So I've gotten up there. Today, I'm just trading a little bit smaller because my wife, we started to trade small, and I think I just got back into that habit. But I've been certainly trading larger, and I've been growing my account a lot more too because of it. Hey, I appreciate the sub, Kang. Welcome, man. Thank you, bro. You look pretty too, John. Thank you, Shiraz. I appreciate the love, bro.
Doesn't he
I'm
look
looking
so
good today,
pretty.
man. I'm looking good today.
So pretty. You told everyone I cut your hair?
Yeah, I did. When it happened, I did. Carol cut my hair last, guys. She did.
Probably have to cut it again. I cut Jack's hair too. Did a pretty good job.
Yeah, you did good,
You
man.
like your haircut, buddy? Yeah. It was my first time. I kind of had fun with it. It's kind of, you know, I was nervous, but I did it. So.
Yeah, you did good, baby. Good job. I was looking at Uber. If Uber drips down to the 60 level, I don't mind going long here. Maybe down to like 63. I'll take some. It needs to drop about 5 to 6 more cents down to here. Purdy.
So purdy. Yeah. It's very tiny. Oh man. I'm gonna check the mail. Gotta check the mail today.
Yeah, my watch should be in, I think.
Oh yeah, the watch game.
Yeah, PDT is only for margin accounts, but at the same time, though, you're still going to have to follow the T2 rule if you're restricted by the PDT rule, right? So yes, it does only apply to cash accounts, or to margin accounts, but you're going to have to wait 2 days for settlement after every trade, and that's going to be a little bit harder to deal with. I'm going to jump in a little bit early here with 200 shares of Uber, see if I can scale in. But yeah, that's the problem, right? Is like people always say cash accounts will get around it. The problem, though, is that the T2 rule states that you have to wait 2 days after each transaction for your funds to be settled back into your account. And so, like, if you just deposit $1,000 into your account and you spend $800 in a trade, you're going to have to wait 2 days for that $800 to be put back into your account. And so it ultimately restricts you anyway. You're still going to be restricted, which is one of the reasons I think TradeNet makes a lot more sense for new traders. You get a lot of buying power once you're approved. There's no PDT rule for the funded account. You can day trade in short stocks, and you're only spending $3.99. You can risk less. You'll probably lose that too because most new traders lose, but it's a lot cheaper to lose a TAFS and TradeNet account. And so, yeah, here's the link. Like I said, you want to check it out, here's the link.
Oh, they're contagious. Aren't they, Tiny? When you see someone yawn, I don't know why that happens. Hey, you.
Hey, bud.
Yeah, anytime someone yawns, it's contagious.
It's psychology.
Yeah.
Laughing is as well.
I wonder why that is.
Well, laughing is too. Because it reminds you to yawn if you need to. Which is, yawning is just a way to get more oxygen. Usually when you're tired, you need more energy.
You ready? You gotta start your stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, so I have a TradeNet account, which is the TEFS funded account gets me around it. Allows me to actively day trade, and that's why I think it makes a lot more sense.
Yes, Killer, you can call me Carol. That's fine. You don't have to call me Madame.
Yeah. Miss.
Yeah, Carol's fine.
I'm just gonna try to be patient. Maybe I should have added down here, but I'm trying to be patient with Uber, see if I can catch a rip. Maybe I'll add a little bit more here. Get feisty with it. I'll plan to add about 500 shares if we can get a drop down to 65. Add up to 500 shares, I mean. Like, I'll add another 200 shares to this one. Find me a good VWAP bounce, yo, or a fake out fade. Thanks for the layout, I appreciate it. Yeah, no worries. A fake out fade or bounce. I don't know, man. I mean, I'm trying to take Uber bounce, but I might be a little bit late, unfortunately. Like I said, if it gets down to 65, I'm going to add that 200 shares here. I'm in with 500. I think it's going to depend on the market, though, and that's the issue, is that it's going to, whatever the market does is what's going to happen. And so, like, the market continues to drop, it's going to pull everything else down. Ideally, I'd love to see the market take a nice little squeeze up, and that should be beneficial for me if we get it. So basically, yeah, baby, like you see, here's the market, right? Market drops, you're going to see Uber drop. Market pushes up, you're going to see Uber push up. And so with that said, you can pairs trade, is what we call it, the overall market with these stocks. You see the market kind of pulling back a little bit short term, you'll probably see Uber doing the same thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm in with 500 shares. We'll see what happens. We are from Ireland, Scotland. Hey, nice, man. That's cool.
I've been watching about Mary, Queen of Scots.
Yeah, here, don't do this.
Yeah.
Because we don't actually, I never do that. People ask me to say stuff in other languages. I never do because it could be derogatory, or it could be, you know, it could be cursing, and it could be stuff that we don't understand. And so with that, I try not to. I try not to. Sorry, bro. Do you feel more motivated with Carol supervising your trades? Not really. I mean, she's just kind of here to give us some filler in the chat while I'm focusing on my trades. But yeah, basically, I'm looking at the VWAP bounce. Risk level is going to be down here somewhere. Down here at 55, probably. And ideally, I just want to move up here to test this 2880 level, which hopefully we'll get. Again, though, I think it's going to depend on what the market does. So there's a squeeze up in the market, and so we should see a subsequent move up in this stock as well. right? So we need to get up to 75. I'll take a first profit. I'll probably get out with half, exactly half at 250 if it gets up there. And then if it breaks 80, I'll hold the rest to see if we get a move. But again, we're watching the market here, and the market is testing highs, so we're going to be patient with this. And if the market starts to rip up, that's exactly what we want. The market to break that 288 level is what we're looking for. We got to squeeze down. It's okay. We might find some support at 60 here.
I feel like I did okay.
Carol did good. She had 4 trades. Ooh, man, I looked the other way. We just got a huge drop here. This is kind of worst case scenario for Uber. That's all right. We'll see what happens. 55 is my risk. All right, there's 55s. We're probably going to get out. I'll let it test, but my hand's over the cover button. Ah. Yeah. Oh, no, I'm still in. There we go. All right, I'm out. $56 on the day. It's not a big loss, but this is kind of the worst case scenario here, which is just a huge squeeze down in Uber. The reason for that is, again, look at this move on the SPY. SPY took a huge drop. So they did follow each other, which is fine. That's what I wanted, but the SPY took a big drop. The next thing I'm looking for here, guys, is MU. And if MU breaks underneath this level here, I'm going to short into it at 45.82 for a very quick scalp. That's my next plan, at least. I've never used that, Jonathan. I'll have to check that out, bro. But yeah, in the end, guys, like I said, if you've been watching me, you know how much I've grown my account lately. Like, I think at this point I've been green for a solid, like, few weeks straight again. And I've streamed it all live. And so, if this is a losing day, it is what it is. I'm not going to be super upset. Losing days will, and do happen. And so I can't be super greedy and just never want to lose. That's not a reasonable expectation. So, you know, in the end, we'll see what happens. If I can turn it around, great. And if not, I don't mind taking a small loss on the day. As you guys can see, my account is roughly $4,000 in profit. I am about $3,841 in profit, so I'm still well into the profit. I still have to make about $1,000 net in the next month or so, but I think that should be fine. Ooh, sorry, I dropped what I was holding because I saw CGC break under big, and we might get the move on MU. I'm waiting for it here. If the SPY starts to change trends, that's what I'm going to short into. But again, this is the level at 82 is what we're looking at. So it's about a 10-cent drop.
Alright, I'm about to have to go do schoolwork.
Alright, baby.
Alright, y'all.
Alright, guys. Carol's leaving.
Thanks for having me.
She toughed it out. She stayed for most of the stream and did well, so.
Yeah. It was fun.
Yeah, she did good. I wish my wife would trade stocks. Hey, man. I'm super happy she is. She never does, so.
I'm trying.
Yeah.
So.
You did good.
Anyways. Alright, y'all.
Good job, baby.
Well, I'm sure I'll stop in over the next while here, so. Anyways. Hi from France. That's cool. We were just talking about Louis the 14th.
Alright, I just jumped in the short, guys. Same short I talked about. We're going to look for a quick squeeze down.
Alright, y'all. Alright, bye, everyone. Y'all have a good day.
Good job today.
Good luck trading. Alright, baby.
Alright, baby. Yeah, she did good today, man. She's doing better than I am today, at least. Maybe I gotta fake out here. Maybe I had a fake out here. It's alright. I'm gonna get out pretty quickly. I think my risk level is gonna be right here at 94. But yeah, this is the worst day I've had in a while, honestly. Not much has gone right today. Might be one of those days I just gotta kind of trade by myself, if I do trade anymore. Alright, we're back in the level. Hold on, guys. I'm gonna have to mute everything real quick. I'll be right back. I'm back. Alright, so actually we're at a pretty solid level. We get this break again, it's going to look even weaker, and so I don't mind shorting into it once we get the actual break to happen. So like if we break under 82 again, 81, I'm going to look for another short, but we're going to wait for this move to happen here. Alright. Hey, Carol, what was that box?
It was my owl. Well, there was two of them. There was one that was some Epsom salt that I got for mussels.
Okay.
Mussel soak. And then there was another one. I got like an owl, like a deterrent owl for the garden so that the birds don't pick out my strawberries and my tomatoes and stuff.
Okay.
So, but I'm going to need your help putting it on the shed.
Alright, we'll just let me finish this. Alright, so I'm in with 500 shares of MU. Again, we're looking for this breakdown here, and I'm going to take 300 off if we get any significant win. I just want the breakdown under the 77 level. Ideally, I'd like to see a break under 75 and not fake me out again here. Alright, there's 79s. What's the market doing? The market must be bouncing. We're bad timing. About to exit. I'll give it one more second here, but the market's bouncing. I don't like that. Oh yeah, guys, I did buy my blog. 1 second. I gotta get out there. It's just squeezing up a little bit too much. Less than $90 though in the day. It's really not a bad day. The market is just consolidating the last hour or so, which has hurt me a little bit more. And I avoided this big squeeze up, which I'm really happy with. I think, guys, I might hang it up. I can tell I'm just not doing that great today. And so I might just hang out. Hey, I appreciate the sub, George Alito. Thank you, brother. I appreciate that, man. But yeah, at this point, I've grown my account to around $3,800 in profit, and so I'm really happy with that. I don't want to give too much. I can tell I'm just not in the zone today, which is unfortunate. But I also think the market is consolidating a little bit. Now, if we get some moves up, I might look to long some other stocks. The problem is everything else is below the VWAP at this point. Most other stocks have fell below the VWAP. The $3.99 offer is an intro package, right? The way it works is it's an educational package, and so with that said, you're gonna get a course and a demo account and access to their chat room. And then if you're approved for the funded account program, which is basically like if you haven't bought too many packages before, that's when they become that's when you contract for them and they allow you to trade their accounts, right? But you got to be approved first, and that means you haven't signed up a few times before. But again, technically it's an educational package, and you get a demo account for like a week or two, I think, to trade with and learn the platform. And then as long as you haven't bought too many packages, I'm pretty sure that's when you're approved. But it's always best to ask them and reach out to them, because it is their it's going to be on their decision to approve you or not. But I'm pretty sure roughly everybody gets approved as long as you haven't signed up for too many before, if that makes sense. Right, so as long as you haven't signed up for too many before, that's when most people are approved. Like an intro package, I think you get 2 shots. to do it, and then after that you have to move up to the student account if you want to trade with them again. I mean, I don't want to get stubborn with MU here, but it looks like it's going to break. I'm going to wait for the actual break to happen, though. Last trade, though, guys. We're going to wait for the actual break to happen, though, before I short into it. Which we might not get. Yeah, hands off now. Yeah, Mitch should be back tomorrow. Yeah, he just sent me a message this morning saying he's not going to make it here. Oh yeah, guys, go check out the blog I purchased. I did purchase this blog. I think it's dependent on how many times you've purchased the package before, and for some people they may make you like trade the demo account, and they may make you take the course beforehand. But I think it's going to depend on how many times you've purchased the platform before. Like, you can only sign up for 2 intro packages for the same reason I talked about earlier. Thank you, brother. But yeah, it's best to reach out to them and ask them. Basically, when you are approved, you become a contractor for them, right? So you become a contractor, and that's how they pay you. You can withdraw like once per month with that, and you become a contractor for them. So technically it's not your account, it's their account, and you're just contracting for them, if I understand it correctly. But again, it's best to reach out to them for the semantics on that. I see you, killer. Later, brother. Oh, also, guys. Oh, yeah. So if y'all want to check out the TradeNet packages, I'll post this link again. Also, guys, go check out our merch. We do have merch, team. We've got lovely merch here. Come check this stuff out. Look at this. Look at this merch, guys. We've got the dopest of dope. The Sultan of SWAT. The Colossus of Clout merch that everybody wants. And everybody should buy, you know. Check out the merch. We do have some cool merch. Look at this hoodies. We got hoodies. We've got shirts. We've got, if you've got a Samsung phone, we've got phone cases. Appreciate the sub, Guzman. Thank you, bro. Appreciate it, man. But yeah, we got all this dope stuff, guys. It's the dopest of dope. Go check it out. You know, great way to help support our free content as well. If you want the link, I'll post the link. You can go check it out. Great merch here. Great ways to help support our stuff. The dopest of dope. And I'll post this link if you want to check it out. Hey, thank you. G. Thank you, G. I appreciate that, bro. Yeah, there's the merch if you want to check out our stuff. Alright, so we're getting a squeeze up in the market here. I might take Uber again. Hey, I appreciate the sub. Living, thank you, bro. Appreciate the love, dude. Thank you, sir. Really appreciate it. Let's see if the market squeezes up. That's what I'm anticipating it does. And I'll scale into Uber anticipating that, but it depends on what the market does here. No, I didn't, Tiny. I'm still waiting, man. I'm going to send them a message today and ask them what's going on, because I haven't received mine yet. If I did, I'd be wearing it on the stream. But I still haven't gotten mine yet, so I don't know what's taking them so long, honestly. Yeah, there's the merch in the chat. It's probably the COVID-19, but let me look. I'll check it out. Let me find it. Okay, so they're shipped. Finally. It's actually showing shipped. Finally. Well, no, mine is shipped. But yeah, you should see yours. It should show shipped. Mine is actually shipped. Let me see. Yeah, mine is actually shipped, so you should see yours. I'm guessing yours is probably shipped as well. But mine is finally shipped here. Alright, I'm in 500 shares on Uber. Like I said, I think my account can handle a $150 loss or so right now. And so I'm going to see if we can redeem ourselves on the day with a bounce off of that level. Did I start through TradeNet? No. I mean, I've traded on a lot of different platforms. So, like, I've traded on SureTrader, on UStockTrade, Webull, Robinhood. I've traded on them all. TradeNet just gives me the most favorable odds, in my opinion, to where I can short, I can go long. Like, people hate on TradeNet. A lot of the time, they've just lost money. And they can't be mature enough to, like, be accountable for it. So they blame their platform is really what goes down. But the odds are the most favorable in TradeNet. Like, for instance, the base package, $3.99. Once you're approved, you get $14,000 to trade with. There's no PDT rule, and even your max loss is almost twice as much as you're actually paying for it. Your max loss is $700, right? That's a favorable ratio, like risk-reward. If you're looking at the risk-reward ratio of buying it, that's a favorable ratio, right? Plus, the reason I really switched over them initially was so I could short. Because I was on UStockTrade and I couldn't short. Hey, I appreciate the love, Chris. Thank you for the subscribe vote. But yeah, that's really why I signed up, is because I wanted to be able to short. And I think it's just the most favorable way to get started. You're risking less. It's a really cheap way to get started. You're risking less. There's a lot of stuff that you can, do. There's a lot of stocks to trade. The platform's good. I just think it makes the most sense. I mean, what did I start with and how much? I mean, I started with an intro package and lost a few of them, and then I moved up to the student, and then I upgraded, and so I'm up about $4 grand, 3,800 in this account. Not too shabby. I'll take that. Like I said, though, I'm not an expert. I'm not a guru. I don't live off of my trading profits at all, and so never claimed to be. We're just a free resource and community here, so we're just a place for traders to get together and learn. We don't sell a course ourselves. And so, we're not selling anything like that. We are just teaching people what works for us, and if it works for you, great. It might not work for you, and if it doesn't, if you don't like the way we trade, that's okay too. Like, we're just teaching people the different methods we use to trade our systems. Shorting means you betting the stock is going to go down, and you're profiting consequently from that drop. Yeah, MU's bouncing back up to the VWAP. Held some support there, faked me out twice. And what we're getting here is we're getting the market consolidating in a sideways choppy trend, which is stopping me out over and over again, unfortunately. And it's alright. Like I said, every day's not going to be green. If I lose, what, 120 bucks, 150 after commission, very small pullback relative to my wins here in this account. And, the good thing about winning is that when you do lose, it doesn't hurt as much, Like I said, you guys can go back and watch every stream and look at what my P&L is at the end of every day and see how profitable I've been in the last 4 months, 5 months, probably the last 6 months, and see. And so, again, I mean, the good thing about winning all the time is that when you lose, it doesn't hurt. I mean, it hurts. Don't get me wrong. Nobody likes to lose. No matter what you do, you're never going to enjoy losing. But it's not going to hurt as bad nearly as it could if I was just losing all the time. Losses happen, misses happen, trades happen where you don't do the right thing. But one thing that I think I do really, really well at is, I don't let my emotion play a factor anymore. Like, I might lose, laugh at myself, hang out, and if I lose, it's alright. About to get out. The reason I haven't yet is because it could bounce off of the VWAP, which is what I'm kind of waiting for, but I got to be very strict with myself from this point. Yeah, right, and losing teaches you losing teaches you how to win. You know, losing teaches you how to win. Like, you got to be able to, you got to be okay with losing in trading. Like, it's an unreasonable expectation to just win and never lose, right? Nobody does that. You know what I mean? Nobody just constantly wins without losing. Losing is inevitable. It's an inevitability. It's going to happen no matter what you do. You're going to miss stocks. You're going to lose. You're probably going to miss a few stocks every single day. You know, that's okay. It happens. It's going to happen daily. You know, you got to be able to handle that. You got to be able to handle losses. I'm going to go ahead and get out and just hang it up for the day. Maybe I'll trade off stream some. Maybe I won't. It just depends. Like I said, the good thing about not being an expert and not really selling a course or like charging like premium services is that I can do whatever I want. If I lose 5 days in a row, nobody can tell me a thing about it. And that's the good thing about it. But in the end, $140 loss is pretty minimal relative to how much I've been growing. And so I'm just gonna hang it up, guys. And in the day, I'm happy. Yeah, we'll see what happens tomorrow. Like I said, if I do trade anymore, I'll post it to our Discord. Oh, so yeah, if you want to join our Discord, wait, let me get the link. I think I got it. Hold on. And like I said, I might trade off stream. It just depends. But yeah, there's the link if you want to check it out. So John, personal question. I can hang out for a minute. Personal question. What do you do for fun? I bet you disc golf. No, I don't. For fun, I play poker. I play baseball with my kids. You know, play video games. The thing you really want to understand that about me is I'm a workaholic. I really am. You know, I enjoy working. You know what I mean? Like, I enjoy building businesses and growing businesses, which is why, like I said, people have asked me like what I do. I'm a real estate agent. I own multiple websites. I run this YouTube. I day trade. I'm in web development, like I said. And did I miss something? Oh, and I own 2 Amazon businesses. So I own 2 Amazon businesses. I run about 3 websites at this point. I'm a real estate agent. I run this YouTube, and I day trade. And I love doing all of it. I really do. I love doing all of it. And so, like, I'm a programmer as well. I do freelance programming, web development stuff, mostly front end. And so, like I said, I'm a workaholic, man. I work constantly, and I enjoy it. I play poker, too, and you know, I play video games. If you guys ever want to play Halo, let's do a Halo meetup. I'm down. You want to get murked at Halo real quick, you know, let me know. We can do that. But, yeah. I mean, like I said, I'm a workaholic, man. I probably spend too much time working, but again, it's something I genuinely enjoy doing, and you know, I think you have to enjoy it if you want to build businesses and really build them. You got to enjoy what you do. Hey, you as well, Tiny. I'm new here. You probably answered this question. What platform do you use? I use Tefs. Here's the link if you want to check that out. Yeah, if anybody wants to use our platform, you do get a discount by going through us. There's the link. But yeah, guys, with that said, I'm going to hang this up on the day. Have a good day. Love you all. Appreciate the love, support. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Let's keep growing. And yeah, guys, good luck in the market. We'll see you guys later. And have a good day. Thanks for watching, team. Oh, also, one more thing. Check out Trade Ideas. If you want to use the same scanners as us, you know, I did send somebody my settings for Trade Ideas earlier. And so if you want to use the same scanners as us, here's the link for that as well. You can use our promo code BT15. Oh, wait. The test drive is coming up, guys. The Trade Ideas test drive is coming up. So let me get you guys that link really quick. And the test drive, I think, is very valuable because, to put it into perspective, my Trade Ideas package is like $118 a month, I think. With the test drive, it starts May 11th, so in less than a week it starts. You can try out Trade Ideas for 2 entire weeks for like $9. I think it's like $8.99. You can try out Trade Ideas for 2 weeks. And so, like I said, I'm paying about $60 for 2 weeks if you boil it down to that, and you can try it out for $9 for 2 weeks for Trade Ideas. And so it's a ridiculous deal. It allows you to try out Trade Ideas. And so if you want to try out Trade Ideas and take advantage of their next test drive, which is coming up again, I think it's May 11th is when the test drive starts. I'll post that link here as well, and you can check that out. Let me find the link. Sorry, guys. Hey, and I appreciate the subs. I'm trying to find the test drive. I don't see it. There it is. Test drive May. Make sure this is right. Yeah, so here you go. So yeah, it goes from May 11th to the 22nd. Here you go, team. Let me save this so I can post it from now on. But yeah, here you go, guys. There's the link if you want to check it out. There's Trade Ideas test drive. Yeah, it depends on the share size. It's about $3 per trade. But yeah, guys, I'll see you guys later. Have a good day. Appreciate the love. Hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys next time. Have a good day, team. We'll see you guys later.